Hello everyone, welcome on in. A little late from the timer because I am so distracted TM. But yeah, it's time for some more robotics notes. I go away, cursor. No one asked for you. No thoughts. Head MD immediately. This is a very strong start. We love this for us. Okay. So last time we finished up phase 2, and we didn't start phase 3 despite that being the original plan, because I was a bit tired, and looking at the pacing of the game based off of a playlist on YouTube that uses auto mode, I have decided that it's better to just do each chapter in 2 parts if necessary. And yeah. So we're starting phase 3 tonight. Probably not going to finish it, and we're just gonna have to be okay with that. This game, I don't know, that makes no sense. But you guys ready? Ready for science adventure? Troposphere regulator? Boo, hello Spooky, welcome on in. Oh yeah, we're in Akio POV. Right. I remember now. I'm remembering the things. My memory is so good. Me when I lie. Yo, it's done. My monthly custom, oiling gun build 1. Once I start, it takes about an hour of solid work. Maybe it's because it's hotter than last month, but I notice I'm soaked in sweat. Was the right call to change clothes? Actually, I did maintenance in my school uniform last month. Kai almost saw my underwear. Akiho, sweetie. But I'm wearing my proper work clothes today, so I've got nothing to worry about. Plus, I can sweat all I want. Akiho, might I introduce you to the concept of safety shorts? I put the oiler back on the shelf. I pop open a lukewarm skull that's been sitting around for a few hours. Ew, lukewarm's drink 0 out of 10. The wind is pretty strong today. My sweat cools me down, making me feel a little chilly. That is its purpose. Good job, Akiho. I lean up against the hanger wall and look up at the incomplete gun build 1. What has changed in a month? I went to Tokyo, did great at Robo 1. Not another person to join the club. Yeah, you haven't changed at all. Still stored on his upper and lower half body separate. Gunbill 1 obviously doesn't reply. I pick up the notebook sitting on the shelf and flip through its pages. This is the production notebook for the Gunbill project. You could also call it the last 9 years of the Robotics Club's history. Completion of Guild Build 1 is, as of 2019, stuck at around 70%. No new sections have been added after I became the president. My upper body section stands upright, but it still doesn't have arms or a head, so it's basically just a big block of steel. The design on its chest kinda looks like a pair of eyes, which makes the whole torso resemble a face. The armor is pretty much complete. Most of the upper body is occupied by the cockpit. Though I guess it'd be more accurate to say that the column-shaped cockpit is covered and hidden by the armor. The cockpit hasn't been wired up yet, so all it has is a seat with a backrest. Since they are not that important, the arms and head haven't been added yet. They're just decorative, they don't move. For the record, both arms are already complete. They've been carefully stored in a corner of the hangar for years. As a personal aside, we definitely have to reproduce Gunveil's trademark scarf. But by my calculations, I'll need a long cloth around 7 to 8 meters in length, so it'll be hard on the budget. And the lower body is lying down on the floor. The main section of Gun Build 1 is in the upper body, it's this one. The greatest and sole function of Gun Build 1 is to walk, after all. His legs are extremely important. Although, only the right leg is complete. It's supposed to have 6 servo motors, but I still only have 3. That's why I can't build the left leg. Out of everything on Gun Build 1, those cost the most. The servo motors are too big, so they'd have to be custom made. And by the way, the one making them for us is none other than the doc at the robot clinic. Not the doc clinic, the robot clinic. I said it right the first time. The oldie but goodie is really skilled when it comes to these things. But I still haven't paid him back, which means I can't go there yet. If I showed up at the robot clinic without his money, he'd ice me in a heartbeat. Anyway, that's why progress on Gun Build 1 has been less than satisfactory. It's frustrating that I barely had anything to add to the production notebook. I sighed, then look outside. The boys, Kai and Subaru, are playing with their hobby robot. They both have serious expressions on their faces. Looks like they have zero intention of helping me with maintenance. But in some ways, that's kind of refreshing. At the end of the day, this is how it is. It was this past spring when the Robotics Club dropped down to 2 members. I'd be out of breath in the hangar, covered in sweat and oil, while Kai sat around happily playing games. That sounds about right for him. Even though Subaru's joined the crew, nothing has changed. That's right. Nothing's changed. Despite the last month being so eventful. Nothing's changed at all. Are we really going to be able to complete Gun Build 1 before the expo? A strong wind blows across the old airport apron. It's way too strong, causing M45 at my feet to shake and lean to the side. Subaru manages to support it with his hands before it topples over. I stretch out while still holding my Pokécon, vacantly gazing out at the runway. The sky to the west is dyed light orange.
Subaru-kun-sa.
Hey, Subaru-kun.
What
is it? I should check tweets. Would that be rude? Perhaps, but it's okay, he can wait. Killed ballad patch version 4.0 information. Second character balance patch in the works. TBR tweaking Sniger a bit. The others are a secret. My mind is going a little crazy from thinking about the hug accident. Is it unacceptable? It is unacceptable, and they need to prevent it from happening again. I want Exco to do full research on it. People getting hurt from robots is too sad. I can read so good. Played 40 min, 9-0, taking a quick break. I hope Big Sis is okay. Worrying about it here won't do a thing for her, Tokyo. Okay, listen, buddy. She's tough. I'm sure she's already looking into the accident. She should take a vacation and come back to the island for once. Misane is just too busy. I'll go for the middle one. She's tough, but I'm sure she's already looking into the accident. Should I go? What to do? Nice. My stomach's starting to hurt, I think. Feels the same as before a match. Is Daitoka-san going to join us? I think she will. That's cute. Regarding the exoskeleton company accident, it is a very unfortunate that such an accident occurred. Okay, I read it right. It's just weird. Is Exoskeleton Misaki-chan's company? I wonder if she's okay. Hug is in trouble. So a robot doctor could have maybe fixed it. Need the people of Exco to do maintenance correctly from the user's side. That's not cool. Fatal accident from a hug malfunction. Are they hiding similar accidents that happened before? What? Didn't know hugs were so dangerous. I mean, if they sold 3 billion units, 1 or 2 accidents are bound to happen. I think everyone's taking it too seriously. I would agree with accidents bound to being bounding to happen, but fatal is the key word here. Do you know how many people die from car accidents? Don't bash hugs for one fatal accident. It's a medical device. Its job is to do the exact opposite. You're taking it too seriously when someone died? Are you stupid? After saying that it's completely safe and having a super high maintenance fee because you can only let hug engineers touch it, and now this? Maybe it was just a user mistake. Covering it up is what's bad. I don't think this is the only incident they're covering up. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I was really supportive of XCO, but they've lost a lot of my trust. I still think they'll be the #1 popular company even with this under the belt. Wearing Misaki-san's boobs? Hello? Right now, there's only one fatality that we know of, right? Pretty sure they're going to look into this some more soon. The media is all over it. If Hug Spark isn't getting cancelled, then it's all good. I have a physical disability and use the hug. What should I do? I'm hesitating to put it on because I'm so scared. I just walked past a person with a hug in the city, and without thinking, I prepared myself like I was gonna be attacked or something. Lol, they say. I think the fact that they don't know the reason is bad. Exoskeleton needs to find that out and deal with it ASAP. Until then, they should stop selling hugs to new customers. But close to 3 million people are using hugs, right? Having everyone stop using them is unrealistic. I wonder what XCO is going to do. I mean, probably just look at the specific, like, series? Like, hello? Whatever. What is it? You won Robo 1 3 times, right? How much prize money did you get? 5 million yen each time. That's a lot. I wish I had 5 million yen 3 times in a row. What did you do with all that money? Do your parents have it or something? I kept the bare minimum I required and donated the rest. That's cute. What a good high schooler. Wait, seriously? What a waste. Why'd you do that? Thank you for your contribution to the challenge, Peachy. I'm still just a student. I've also left the remaining amount in the care of the Robo 1 executive office. When I need money for M45 parts or travel expenses, I contact them and withdraw it. How stoic. A true artisan, really. You know, you seem pretty buddy-buddy with the executive office. They must rig all kinds of things for you, don't they? If that's what you wish to believe, go ahead. Congrats on getting first. I'm joking. I of all people know how skilled he is after our match. Thank you for the daily offering as well. Look at you go with all those redeems. I'm surprised no one's tested out the newest redeem. Nah, but I sure am thirsty. Subaru-kun, could you do me a solid and grab me some drinks at the convenience store real quick? What do you mean, wah? Whenever you open the channel points, it tells you when there's a new one. And it was new yesterday, so you must have ignored it. I'll have a fruit sour melon, and pick up a skull for Aki-chan. I refuse. What a boring underclassman. They didn't tell you anything? It's usually at the very top of the rewards when there's a new one. They'll plop it right up there and say new on top of it. But if you've already opened it since it was new, it won't tell you again. That's how the Twitch do. It even does that for me when I first added it. Oh yes, boring underclassman. Don't act like my superior. Such antiquated hierarchical relations make me sick. Was a bit super occupied getting first and redeeming daily offering? Probably. But I'm kind of surprised you wouldn't have then noticed that they were scooted over, you know? And I never wanted to join the Robotics Club in the first place. This is gonna be fun. Come on, buddy. Aren't you hot? Don't you want a nice, cold, refreshing drink? If only there was a vending machine nearby. Could this place be any more inconvenient? It's the ideal environment for me. For real. Man, since I'm using OBS to read because I don't want to look at the laptop, like, I just see the gloomy eyes on my face. Oh, this is fun. Yes, it's spacious. With little foot traffic. Up until now, I had to do maintenance on M45 in secret. Being a masked man sure seems like a pain. Although he might have reasons beyond that. Yeah, his father is a dick. And by the way, this thing isn't moving at all. For some time now, no matter how much I've tinkered with my Pokécom, M45 hadn't budged. Since the day before, Subaru had been trying to implement the KB control scheme into M45. They must have made a programming mistake somewhere. Trying to do this in one day is aiming too high. Again, after you polish it up, then I'll playtest it. Yesterday, I thought I'd be able to create something mimicking Tanagashi Machine 3's program. But I was trying to think this is too much for my incomplete programming knowledge. I can't believe the great Pallades-kun is acting like a chicken. Mark! I'm no software developer. My specialty is hardware. Well then, we need to get the software specialty person. Frau. Excuses, excuses. But if you can't reproduce the KB control system, I'm out. I make my intent clear, and Subaru bites his lip, frustrated. We're gonna have to work something out with Furuguri. Yeah, you do, buddy. Let's go. Yashio-kun? The little, she's here. I hear a voice I wasn't expecting. I turn around to find a tiny girl standing before me. The small. The baby. So true. When our eyes meet, she bows slightly. Hello. Wow, you really are tiny. Where? Kaido, please. Huh? No, nothing. Never mind. Anyhow, what brings you here, Daitoku-san? Didn't you tell me to come by at least once? Are you joining the Robotics Club? It's not like... It's just, studying for entrance exams is kind of a bummer, right? Daitoku-san has a bashful expression on her face. I only 100% agree with that. Man, I didn't think she'd actually show up. She must have... She must really have a lot of free time now that she's retired from the karate club. 100%. This is my chance. When I forced Subaru into the club, I figured he'd help Akiho here and there, leaving me as free as a bird to game. Yet somehow, I ended up getting stuck playing hobby robots with him. Hell, I can't even keep an eye on Akiho all that much now. I guess I screwed myself. But if I at least... why can't I read? it's the googly eyes. That's why. But if I have this stray little lamb watching over Akiho, I can at least relax a little. No, she seems a wee bit unreliable. But hey, since she did karate, she should have solid reflexes. I might even be able to make her take my place as Gumbuild One's pilot. That's not happening, buddy. Alright, Daitoku-san. Feel free to watch the Robotics Club do its thing as much as you want. Okay. I made it sound all grand and stuff, but we aren't actually doing much as a club. Subaru shows less than zero interest in Daitoku-san as he packs M45 away. Subaru-kun, you could at least greet Daitoku-san. She might not look like it, but she's your upperclassman. Oh, I just realized. Peachy, it's your birthday in game. Happy birthday in game. Hello. Subaru briefly glances at Daitoku-san, then bows his head slightly. Let me introduce you to Hidaka Subaru-kun, second year in our club's Beacon of Hope. He joined last week. Happy game day, that works too. Happy birthday to you from 4 years ago? Is that how maths? No, I'm Daitoku. I almost said Daitoku-san because that's what I'm used to saying. Well, this is awkward. He has 0 social skills. Gonna be 5 years ago this year actually, but sure. Well, it's not yet, so 4 years still. At least Akiho knows Daitoku-san. I'll just have to leave things to her. I'm about to call into the hangar when a strong gust of wind blows by. Well, despite the fact that she does karate, the wind causes Daitoku-san to lose her balance. She is small. There's no cover around here, so the wind is pretty strong. No, I'm okay. It sure is spacious. I haven't been to this airport in ages. Remember, people don't really tend to visit closed airports. I mean... I recommend napping on the runway. No, if you sleep there during the day around this time of year, you'll die. Be careful. That sounds like it would feel nice. With or without the death part, you know? Akiho? No sooner than I hear a shout, Akiho comes dashing out of the hangar. She looks back and forth at me, and Daitoku-san's face is like she's panicking. I mean... Did one of you finally confess to the other? Akiho, please. You're the most likely to be endgame with Kaido so far. Huh? Aki-chan, what ridiculousness are you on about now? Then, why is she here? Daitoku-san curls up, but I urge her forward. I came to take a look at the Robotics Club. Oh! I see. So that's what's going on. Akiho's smile covers what seems like her entire face as she grabs both of Daitoku-san's hands firmly. Welcome. You're very welcome here. Come and take a look inside the hangar. You'll be shocked when you see Gumbuild 1. Okay. As long as I'm not in the way. Never. Come on. And I'd be super duper happy if you decided to join us. lately. All these boys do is play with their hobby robot. They totally ignore me. Oh, by hobby robot, I mean the little guy that Subaru is putting away right now. Anyway, since the boys are doing their own thing, we join, we can have our own girls' alliance. An alliance? And who is it you're rallying against? The boys. Absurd. Subaru coldly spits out his words, then starts messing with the program source code on his Pokecom attached to M45. And there he goes, off to his own little world. Dude just follows his own path. Did I make him mad? Nah. He's just doing his own thing. He's always like that. No worries. Indeed. Pay me no mind. Hey, more importantly, Daitoku-san, after this, can you come with me to the robot clinic? Yeah, why? I need to process some parts, so I have no choice but to use the equipment there. But I currently have a bill I can't pay over there. That would wring my neck if you saw me. Wring your neck? So I figured, if I could use his granddaughter as a shield, I might be safe. Or, didn't you try this exact same strap before Robo 1 and fall on your face? Aki-chan has earned the title of Coward. I can't go. Daitoku-san enters full rejection mode. Her eyes are filled with tears as she desperately shakes her head from side to side. I'm sorry for intruding. I'm going home now. No. No, I was kidding. Never mind the robot clinic. Please don't go. Stay and take a look around. Akiho, god damn it. Good grief. Could Akiho be any worse at trying to persuade people? I mean, yes. Akiho ends club before sunset, then decides to hold a welcome party at the Irei General Store. Alright, in honor of our new members, Subaru and Jun, cheers! This is so cute. This is a cute CG.
Kanpai!
Cheers. Cheers. I'm actually impressed by how uncoordinated that was. Subaru? This is for you too. So try and at least act a little more grateful. I never asked for this. However, I am grateful that you're paying. I'll go home as soon as I'm finished with this drink. Meow. You good, buddy? Guy's using his whole chest for meowing the hall. He then puts some distance between himself and us, drinking his bottle of barley tea. Don't drink a bottle of barley tea, please. Why does he always have to be so unfriendly? Come on, don't hold back now, Jun. Chug, chug. It's starting to sound like a creepy old man. And when exactly did she start referring to Daitoku-san as Jun? The long and the short of it is that Daitoku-san joined the Robotics Club today after visiting. Let's go! As I expected, Daitoku-san is helplessly weak when it comes to being pressured.
で、大徳さん、見
So
学してみてどうだ
Daitoku-san,
った
what'd you think?
あ、
Huh?
その
Yeah,
楽しかった
it
よ
was fun. It was
楽
fun,
しかったけ
but
どまさか
I didn't think I was
今日の
gonna
うち
join
に
so soon.
入部してるなん
I'm
て
kinda,
自分でも
surprised.
思ってなくて
Welcome to the club.
なんかびっくりしてる
Cat, why are you bowing to the distance? Why are you bowing to the void? You get some pets. Some pets for Kippy.
アキちゃんが拝み倒
I'm
し
so
た
happy that Naki-chan bags some bags and bags. Satisfied with herself, the president sips her skull.
ロボ苦手って言ってたけど
You said you were
あの
scared
でか
of
いロボ平気
robots,
だった
but was the big one okay?
あ、うん
Yeah,
その
I think I'll be
多分
fine.
大丈夫大きいのは
Though it might just be because it's not
完成
finished
してな
yet.
いからだけなのかもしれないけどでも
Oh, but the little one was cute, so that was cool.
平気だったよ
その話、うちも
So,
さっき聞
I've
い
been
たんだけど、ロボが苦手っていう
Maybe
よ
it's
り
not that you
ね、
can't handle
銃の場合
robots,
は
but that you
特定
can't
の
handle
デ
a specific
ザ
design
イン
of
の等身大ロ
life-sized
ボだけが苦
robots.
手なんじゃないかな。
That makes sense.
具体的に言うと、
Or to be more
僕のところ
precise,
にあ
the
るのが
robots at
ね、
Doc's place.
アキちゃん見たことある
You've seen them. Nakiho shakes her head.
ロボクリニックに
I've always
開
been
かずの
curious
扉
about
が
that
ある
one
のを
locked
気に
door
な
at
って
the
たんだ。
clinic. I bet they're in
きっと
there.
あの中にあるんだよ。
開かないなら
If you can't open it,
もう
I
その
think
ま
it's
まに
best
し
to
てみ
leave
た
it
方
as
が
is.
いいと思う
Yeah,
でも気になるじ
but
ゃん。
I'm
ロ
so
ボクリニックっ
curious.
て名乗ってる
It's
ぐら
even
いだ
named
か
the
らさ
Robot Clinic.
人体を
Maybe
改
he's
造して
making
ロ
human
ボにし
bodies
ちゃってたり
into
して、
robots.
あの倉庫に保管し
Maybe
てあ
all
る
the
ロボは
robots stored
全
in
部
there have human brains transplanted inside, and they groan in agony every night.
声が
Are you trying to make Daitoku-san feel better or worse?
う
Eh,
や
so stop
や
it.
めてよ
ああ、
Aw,
なし
you made her cry.
なんて
I'm
嘘嘘
joking. Doc's a good
僕はいい
guy,
人だよ。ケチだけど
even if he is a cheapskate. You're one to talk, considering you haven't even paid him back for the parts.
大徳さんさ
Hey,
俺
Daitoku-san.
もこれから
I'm gonna
純ちゃ
start
んって
calling
呼
you
ばせてもらう
Jun-chan
けど
from now on, too.
うん
Go ahead.
どうぞ
純ちゃんこの前宇宙
Have you
学
gone in
公園
search
に
for
行っ
those
てから
reports
レ
and
ポート
stuff at
探
the
したりした
Ichiko Park?
あうん
No,
なんか
I'm kind of scared
ちょっと
you.
怖
That's
くて
fair.
何何、
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
幽霊の正
My
体
identity of a ghost.
何それ
There's a ghost.
宇宙が丘公園
There's a rumor that a ghost
幽霊
appears
が
at
出るって
Ichikuoka
噂があ
Park.
ったの
俺と純ちゃんの
But
間で
Jin-chan
は
and I
解
have
決
already cracked the case.
へえ、幽
Uh,
霊が出る
used
な
to
ん
mean
て初めて知った。
her information gathering skills must be weak.
でもどうせあ
But I
れで
can
しょ。
already guess the
その
punchline.
幽霊
I was the
実は
ghost all
会議
along,
したって
right?
オチでしょ。日が暮れてからそ
He
この
always
公
goes to that
園で
park after
いつ
sunset to
もゲ
play
ーム
video
ばっかりやってる
games.
もんね。
まあそういうことにし
Sure,
とく
whatever makes you
今度
happy.
純ちゃんから
If you
詳し
ever
く
want to
聞
hear
け
the
ば
real deets, ask Jin-chan at some time. It's too much of a pain in the ass to explain. I mean,
じゃあさ純ちゃん
anyway,
ピーガー王
Jin-chan,
の正体
make any
の方は
progress on
少し
figuring out
知
the
ってる
origin of the buzzing? Naitoku-san, or Juna, slumps her shoulders.
うーんわかんない
Nothing really.
かな
It's gotta have something to do with ID. It was way too dark to venture into, but I bet there's something on the first floor. There has to be. I feel like there's no mistaking it. But I don't really need more trouble. Which is why I don't intend on investigating myself.
で でもね、
But,
ほら、
Yashio-kun,
ヤシオくん
remember what I said before
この
about
前
the
言ってた
46
でしょ
second freeze?
46秒間のフリーズ。
それニュ
Ah,
ースで
I
やって
saw
た
that
よ
on the
ね。
news.
うち
And
もあの
Pokecom
時
froze up
ポ
at
ケ
that
コン固
time
まった
too.
よ。
Yep, it was a bug-like phenomenon that occurred all throughout Japan. And the cause is supposedly under investigation, but there's been no follow-up.
似たような現象
I checked to
起
see
き
if
てな
any
いかなっ
similar
て
events had
そ
happened.
の調べてみたの。そしたら
I found
過
quite a
去
lot
に
in
も
the
結
past.
構起きてて、例えば
For example,
これは
this one was
東
limited
京
to
限
Tokyo,
定での
but
ことなんだけど、何百万人
millions
ってい
of
う
people's
人数の
Pokecons
ポ
got
ケ
the
コン
exact
に
same message at the
全く
exact
同
same
じタ
time.
イミングで一斉にメールが届くって現象が続発したんだって。
It was actually the same, man.
同じ人が発信してた
Maybe
り
it was all
して。
sent by one person?
うん、
Nope.
そ
It
の
wasn't from
個
someone
人じゃ
acting
なかった
solo.
みたい。
You know, the earthquake
緊
early
急
warning
地震速
system?
報ってあるの知ってる？
知ってる。
I do.
地震が
It's
起
the
きる
thing
直
that
前
rings
にな
just
るん
before
だ
an
よね。
earthquake, right?
あれと同じ原理なん
It
だって
happened in a similar way to
一
that,
定のエリ
with
ア内
cell
に
phone
いる人
providers
だけ
sending
に
the same info to
キャリア
everyone in
会
a
社が
specific area.
その情報を一斉送信するの。
じゃあ緊急地
And
震
then,
速
was it the
報だったん
warning
だ。
system?
うん、
No. The companies didn't send it,
キャリア
even though
会
it
社
should
は
only be physically
それを
possible
送
for
ってない
them.
の。あれをだから
And that's why
誰
it's
が
still shrouded in
どうやって
mystery
送
as
っ
to
た
who
の
the
か
culprit is.
今も分かってないんだって。警告音は
Though
緊
apparently,
急地
the
震
alert
速
sound
報
was the
の
same
ものが
as the
使
one
われ
used
て
for
たらしいんだけ
earthquakes.
ど届いた内容
And the
が
contents of the message
ちょっと
were,
怖
kinda
くて
scary.
カゴメカゴメの
They were the
歌詞
lyrics to Kagome Kagome. That's nice.
カゴメ
You made the nursery
Oh, yeah.
rhyme? Gina lightly nods.
それが
It was sent
1ヶ月
dozens
くら
of
いの
times
間
over
に
the course of a month.
10回も20回も来たらしくて
That's nice.
それいつの話？
When did this happen? Gina gulps as if she's hesitant to answer, then turns her gaze to me. What is it?
2012年
September
9月と
2012 and March 2015.
2015年3月
I think Chaos Child takes place in 2012, but I could be wrong. I know Chaos Child came out after this, but I wonder if that might be part of why it takes place before this starts, possibly. Anyways. I know I've seen those dates recently, but where?
あ、
The Kimijima report. No, there's no goddamn way. It'd be ridiculous to force that connection. This is just a coincidence. It's not a coincidence, buddy. This is the only point that matches up, and it's not a big deal. If it was like 10 or 20 different things, that'd be another story. There's no way that dead guy's illusion-filled testament is the real deal. Stop using that word. Silence. The road in front of my eyes, the only national highway on the island, should have more cars driving by at this hour. But there are none. The silence surrounding us is deeply discomforting.
さっき話していた
About the 46 second freeze you
46秒間の
mentioned.
フリーズですが、
Oddly enough, the one to break the silence is Subaru, who, up until now, added nothing to the conversation. For someone who said he was going to leave soon, he seems to be enjoying hanging around.
電波障害では
There's an argument that it wasn't
医
due
療
to
の不
signal
具合が原
interference,
因かもという
or
議
rather,
論
a bug in Idol itself. Interesting.
そうなん
That's
だ
right.
追放で
It
そ
seems
っち
there are
関係の詳
scientists
し
and
い学者とか
specialists
専門
doing
家が独自に
an
調査してるみ
independent
たい
study into the matter on Twippo.
医療は
And the Idol
今や
app
全てのポ
comes
ケコン
pre-installed
に
in
フリーイ
every
ンストールされて
Pokecon.
ますからね。
So, if that
その不
malfunctioned,
具合と
it'd
な
naturally affect all of
当然日
Japan.
本中の全員に起きるわけです。
それって
Then
移動
does
を
that
削
mean the
除しちゃ
problem
え
would
ば
go away
不
if
具
you
合
just
も起きなくな
uninstalled
るの
Edo?
かな。
さ
I don't know.
あそこまで
The cause still hasn't been confirmed,
原因
so...
はまだ確定はしてませんからじゃあ僕は帰りますん
Anyway,
で
I'm going home.
ジュース
Thank you for the
ごち
drink.
そうさまでした
Subaru says that without making eye contact with any of us. He then gets on his scooter and zooms off. Nyeom. Scooter sounds. It happens so fast that we don't have time to react. Gasp.
カイ
Kai. Instead, that Mizuka-san pokes her head out of the store and beckons me over.
ちょっと
Come here. Is he in trouble? There are no customers inside the store.
ジュンってさ、子供の
What
頃
kind of anime
どん
did
な
you
アニ
watch
メ
as
見
a
て
kid,
た？
June?
サ
She
ザ
was
エ
like
さんとか
Sazawa-san and
キテレツ
Kid
百
Retsu's
科
book.
事典とか。
Cat ears. Cat ears. Oh boy, look at all these tips. Okay. Kid Retsu's book. Fictional. A popular anime based on a manga nationally renowned manga artist Fujiko Fujio. The book is about the son of a line of great inventors who solves problems with the mechanical doll he created. Ever since it was first aired back in 1988, reruns of the series have been incredibly frequent, with some stations restarting from episode 1 as early as a week after the final episode finishes airing. Damn. I don't know what that could be a reference to, though. Sawaze-san, an anime based on a 4-panel manga that airs at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays, an extremely popular show nationwide. Even though the show has been airing for over 50 years, it still boasts an average of 20% of its viewers watching it live. Damn. I still don't know what that one's a reference to either. Damn. I guess Maya, an ancient civilization that arose in the area around present-day Mexico and Guatemala in the 2600 BCE. I think you guys don't need me to read about Maya, right? I just don't feel like scrolling. Latitude. Lines used to indicate coordinates on Earth. Latitude lines run parallel to the equator. Setting the equator at 0 degrees, it is separated into north and south by 180 degrees each. The North Pole is 90 degrees north, and the South Pole is 90 degrees south. Latitude is compared with the vertical lines that run perpendicular to the equator known as longitude. That one. Propaganda. I think you guys understand what propaganda is, though. Once again, I don't feel like scrolling, and there's a lot of paragraphs. Personal Information Protection Law. The official title is the Act on Protection of Personal Information. The act was proposed in order to set guidelines for the proper management and protection of personal information in line with rapid development of advancement. I lost track of where I was, but you guys get the idea. Once again, do not feel like scrolling through that. Meow. Hello, Catman. Welcome on in. How's it going? Phishing. A scamming technique used to steal personal information and credit card information. This scamming technique involves the scammer sending emails that force the recipient to enter their personal information on a fake website. These emails often appear to be from the bank or some other important company in order to trick the recipient into opening them. While it does invoke the idea of phishing for personal identities, it's spelled as phishing, not phishing. Now have fun playing some XCOM. DLC, short for downloadable content. Digital content made available via the internet and other networks. The term is mainly used for video games, but applies to movies and music as well. Does it? Huh. Magnetic field. A vortex-esque field that appears around an electric current. The Earth itself has its own large magnetic field, which is the reason why the needle of a compass always points north regardless of direction. A definitive answer as to why the Earth possesses a magnetic field has not yet been found. An electric field. The area around electrically charged elementary particles and that becomes electrically charged due to the influence of said particles. That area affected is known as an electric field. Because magnets are cool. Next question. Okay. Whoa, that's super mainstream. I can hear Akiho and Juno talking outside the window behind the register. Mizuka-san quietly closes the window. The multimetallic core isn't a good enough answer, I guess? Of course not.
水香さんのハグは大丈
Is your
夫
hug alright, Mizuka-san?
あ
Oh, the whole
暴走事故の
rampage
こと
incident.
あ。
How'd you know about that? It's all over the internet.
ネットじゃその噂で
They're
持ちき
all
りだ
the
よ
Beth have.
あ、いやごめん
There are rumors
ちょ
all
っと
over
大げ
the
さだっ
net.
た
No, sorry. That's a bit of an exaggeration.
エグスケの人間は
The
大丈
folks
夫だ
from
って言
Mexico
ってた
said
け
it
ど
would
ね
be fine. Mizuka-san shrugs her shoulders a little. She doesn't seem to be concerned.
昨日宇
I
宙
swung
が
by
丘公園に行ってき
Ichigawaka
て
Park yesterday.
そうですか
Is that so? Instantly know what she's implying. This is about Kimijima Ko and Airi.
どこで
Where did you
その名前を
learn that name? The day before yesterday, when I casually mentioned Kimijima Ko, Mizuka-san was very clearly shaken up.
で会えた
So, did you see her?
いや
No. Mizuka-san then shoots a sharp glare at me.
あんた
You're
私を
taking
担
me
い
for
だ
a
りしてるん
ride,
じゃないだろうね
まさか
Of course not. Why is she so skeptical?
水香さんを騙すよう
You
な
know
真似したら
plenty
後
well
が
how
怖い
scary
って
it'd
こと
be
は
later
よ
if
ー
I
く知って
tricked
るから
you.
ね人のせいにする前
Before
に
you go pointing
水
the
香さんこそ
finger,
ちゃんと
did
ポケ
you
コン
even
持ってい
bring
っ
a
たわけ
Pokécom?
あれが
You
ない
can't
と
see
愛梨ちゃ
Airi
んは
Chan
見えない
without
よ
one.
持って行ったさ
I did.
買ったの
You brought one? You bought one? Words? Reading? That's unexpected. Mizuka-san constantly proclaims that she's an analog girl who doesn't have a Pokécom despite its 90% adoption rate here.
ミッチーに借りてね
I borrowed it from Michi.
あ、そう
Oh, huh.
3時間くらい粘って
I
みたけ
searched the
ど
park high and
ど
low
こ
for
にもい
3
なかった
hours, but didn't find her. Give me a Gmail call. And the reason why just mentioning his name was enough to shake Mizuka-san. I heard all about it the day before yesterday.
どこで
Where?
え
Huh?
どこでその名
Where
前を
did you learn that name?
何か知ってるわけ
So you know of him?
答えな
Answer me.
どこ
Where
で
did you
君
learn
島
the
の名
name
前を
Kimijima?
宇宙が丘公園
In Chigawaka
廃
Park.
墟の郷土
Inside
館
the
の
old
中に
town
さ
hall.
君
I
島
found a
公園
text
って人
file
が書い
apparently
たらし
written
い
by
テ
a
キストデータがある
guy named Kimijima-ko.
テキスト
A text file?
って何さ
What's that?
テキストもわかんない
You seriously don't know what a
の
text
荒く
file
れ者
is?
すぎでしょ
How analog are you?
カイ
Kai,
今ここ
it's
で
starting
パ
to
ッシ
sound
ョン
like
フ
you
ルー
want
ツ
to
マン
snack
を
on
2個
2
連
whole
続で
passion
食い
fruit
たいら
buns
し
in a
い
row.
ね
いや勘弁して
Cut me
よ
some slack.
テキストデータは
It's basically
要
like
す
a
るに
letter.
手紙みたいなものだって
I hurriedly bring up the Kimijima report on my Pokécom. Mizuka-san snatches it away from me and reads through the report, her expression deadly serious.
アイリっていう女の子を
Have
見
you
た
seen a girl named Airi?
ああ
Yeah, I have.
水香さん
Mizuka-san,
やっぱなんか
you
知
know
ってるでし
something,
ょ
don't you? Honestly, if you had to eat a steamed passion fruit bun, you'd probably die. I mean, that's definitely how Kai reacts whenever he eats one, so...
知ってるよ
I do.
と言って
Although
も
what I know is
その
nothing
レポ
like
ー
the
トに書いてあ
complex
るよう
stuff in
な
that
小難しい
report.
話じゃない10年くらい前
About 10 years
私
ago,
はアイリと
I
会った
had an
ことがある
encounter
の
with
さ
Airi.
10年前
10 years ago. Mizuka-san's eyes look distant, as if she's remembering the past. But there's no smile on her face. No sense of nostalgia. The funny thing, she looks kind of lonesome.
私がまだ
It was back when I was
高
still
校
in
生
high school.
愛理は
Lady was
ミサと友
Misa's
達だ
friend,
君島公務ね
along with Kimijima Cole. Huh? I was shocked when I heard all of this the day before yesterday. The last thing I expected was for Airi and Kimijima Cole to be friends with Misane. But at the same time, it wasn't all that surprising. Ichikawa Park is close to both my home and the Senomiya's home after all. The three of us would often play at the park when we were kids.
もう一度教えてくれない
Tell me
かい
again. What
ど
do
う
I
や
have
れ
to
ば
do to see
愛理を見
Airi?
ることができるのか
宇宙が丘公園って
I
言
know
っ
I
ても
said
広いから
Ichikawa Park,
行けば絶
but
対
it's
に
pretty
会えるっ
big.
てわけでもないと
Just
思う
going
な
there doesn't mean you'll meet her.
どうもあいつ勝手にフラフラ動いてるらしいし
It sounds like she just kind of wanders around on her own.
でも運よく近くにさ
But
え
if
い
you
れ
happen
ば
to get lucky and be near her. I beat up B-roll on my Pokecom to make things a bit easier to explain. Is Airi just gonna be here just cause? Cause that would be funny.
イルオっていうソフト
You'll
に
see
ち
her
ゃん
show
と
up on
姿が
this
映るはず
app called Iro. Yes, called it. For a second, I felt like my heart stopped beating.
今あいつ
Just now, she...
どうした
What's up? Why? Why's she here? Cause it'd be funny. I look around the store through my Pokecom. But I don't see her anywhere. Was I just seeing things? Or perhaps Airi has been following me around? Maybe there was another Airi here at the general store from the get-go? Either way, the fact that I only saw her for a split second makes her feel like a real ghost.
いや
Come
勘弁してくれ
on,
ない
give
か
me a
な
break.
Oi,
Hey,
いるんで
I
し
know
ょ
you're in here.
ちょっと出て
Can
き
you
てくれ
come
ない
out
か
for
な
a second? Once you're made aware of her existence, there's no putting her back in the box. That's why it bugs me so much. It's too late to wish I never noticed her. No matter how much we try to stay out of each other's way, ultimately, she's still here. No amount of pretending will change that.
それは
Are you
アイ
talking
リ
to
に話してる
me?
んでしょうか
I hear her voice. As long as my Pokecom isn't in sleep mode, I can hear Airi's voice even if I can't see her. It actually gives me the chills. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't be surprised if something like this got treated as a virus and erased.
Airi-chan さ
Hey
聞
Airi-chan,
きたいこと
I
があ
have
る
a question for you.
お兄ちゃんって
Is Airi allowed to call you Big
また呼んでもいい
Brother
ですか
again?
勝手にしてよ
Whatever.
お兄
Okay,
ちゃん
Big Brother. Her joyful tone kinda irks me.
お兄ちゃんがまた
Airi's
話して
really
くれ
happy
る
you're
なんて
talking to her again,
アイ
Big
リは
Brother.
嬉しいです
Yeah, tiny. She has so much forehead though.
お話とは何でしょ
What
う
did you want to talk
お
about?
天気の
The
話で
weather?
すか明日
The weather
7月
tomorrow,
12日の
July 12th,
鹿児
for
島県
Tanegashima
屋
and
久島
Yakushima,
屋久島
Tokushima
地方のお天
Prefecture
気は
will be...
天気の話はい
I
い
don't care about the weather.
そうですか
Oh, okay. She really wanted to talk about the weather, damn.
君ささっき慰霊書
Were you at the
って言ったでしょ
Ire General Store earlier?
はい
Yep. She admitted to it?
最近はお
Ari's
兄ち
been
ゃん
following
に
you
連
all
れ
over
られて
the place
あちこ
lately.
ち行きまし
I've
た。
gotten to visit so many different places.
学校とか
The school,
旧
the
空
old
港と
airport,
か
the Unedited
慰
General
霊商
Store,
店とか
and even your
お
house
兄ちゃん
too.
のお家とかです。
Ari, some people would just call this stalking.
なんだか遠足
It's
み
been
たいで
super fun.
楽しかった
It's been
で
like
す。
a field trip. Her words are so innocent, and they sound like they're from a grade school or summer vacation diary.
つまり
In
ず
other
っと
words,
俺につ
you've been
いてきて
following
たっ
me
てこと
around all along.
ついていったんじゃなくて
It's not that Ivy was
関連
following
付
you.
けされてい
She's
るんです。
attached to it.
関連付け
To what?
レポートファイルにです。
The report file. She's attached to the report file? What's that supposed to mean? She's gotta be talking about the Kimijima report from the other day. Wait, where did that power mark disappear to? I can't seem to find it 3-year-old today. Hold
まさか
on.
俺
Did
の
the
ポ
report
ケコンに
transfer entirely to my
レポートが移
Pokecon?
動した？
はい、そう
Yep,
なるみたい
that
で
seems
す。
to be it.
本気で言ってる？
Seriously?
あれってオリ
The
ジナル
original
デー
data
タ
just got transferred
それ
by
をクリッ
clicking
クし
it?
ただけで移動
It's not
しちゃう
just a
の？
copy?
コピーじゃなく？
はい、
Huh? She looks lost. I'm guessing she doesn't understand. I guess it's time to call out Sister Centipede. I tap on the IRE displayed on my Pokecon for a few seconds. Yeah. And there she goes.
アクセスを確認しました。
Access confirmed.
デジネーモードに移動
Switching
し
to
ます。
Sister Centipede mode.
今までの話は聞い
Have
て
you
た。
been listening so far?
把握しています。
I am up to speed.
で、コピ
So,
ーじゃなく移
is
動
it
って
true that the
本当？
file was transferred, not copied?
はい。
Yes,
カット
it was a
ペ
cut
ーストとな
and
ります。
paste operation. Ah,
レポートに関連付けられて
and
た
what was
愛
the
知ちゃん
deal
は
with ID-chan being linked to the report?
ヤシオさんのポケコ
She
ン
has
に
been
移動し
transferred
ま
to
し
your
た。
Pokecom, Yashio-san.
マジ
Give
か。
me a damn break.
いいよ
Nobody said anything about this. This feels like one big trap. I really should have just walked away after Sister Centipede told me the password.
レポートファイルのすべて
Iri
に
is attached to all of the
関連付けら
Kimijima
れてい
report
ます。
files, and is therefore limited in movement.
イルをマッピング中で
Iri
の
can
アノ
freely
テー
move
ションに
within a
限定した場合、
109.3 meter radius of the corresponding file installation
半径
point.
109.3 メートルの範囲内をアイリは移動可能です。
俺がレポートファイル
And
を
if I
持った
move
まま移
around
動し
while
た場合
holding
は
said file,
レポートファイルの場
the
所は
location of the file is
GPS
checked
によ
via
り追跡されてい
GPS.
ます。
If the file moves,
移動
Iri
した
will
場合、
also move
該当
accordingly.
のアイリも同じように移動します。
So basically, Iri is being dragged along by the file in my possession, meaning she's stuck to me. In that case, I gotta remove this girl app from my Pokecom as soon as possible. Otherwise, Iri would be visible in my Pokecom 24/7. Plus, I don't think I'd be able to handle it if she started talking every time I turn on my Pokecom. I mean, if I do that in class, in the bathroom, before I sleep.
レポートファイルを移動
Tell
さ
me
せ
how
た
to
い
remove the
方法を
report
教えてよ。
file.
通常のアプリと同
You
じ
can
操
remove
作
it
で
like any
実
other
行
app.
可能です。ホーム画面に表
Please
示され
click
て
on
い
the
る
report
レポ
file
ートファイ
number
ルナンバー1のアイコンを操作してください。
01, icon displayed in your document viewer.
コピー、カッ
From
ト、
there, you can copy,
Paste,
cut,
削除が
paste,
でき
or
ます。
delete it.
オリジナルデータなら削
Isn't
除
it
で
kind
きち
of
ゃ
bad
ま
that
ず
the
いんじゃ
original
ない？
data can be
誰が
deleted
手
so
に入れるかわ
easily?
からなかったの
Who
に。
knows who could have gotten their hands on it? The cat's having a time. Okay. It was protected via password. Guests cannot delete it.
ファイルを削除できません。
ああ、そうだった
No, that's
そうだ
right.
った
I was only able to access it because, for some reason, I already gave me the password. This really feels like a setup.
俺が誤って消しち
What
ゃ
will
ったら
happen
どう
if
す
I
る
accidentally delete it?
削除した場合、
Both ID and Sister Centipede will also be deleted.
やっぱりそう
I
なる
figured. Apparently there are other Iries, so I don't really mind deleting her, but I hesitate since it's the original data. I mean, this thing is like Kimiji Moko's last rule and testament. I'd leave a bad taste in my mouth if I just got rid of it. Which means I should just return it to its original location instead.
ペーストする場合は
How
ど
do
う
I
だ
paste it?
イルを起動中に
While
ドラッグすれ
Iro
ば
is active,
好き
you
な
can
場所
drag
に
it
貼り
to
付
the
けられ
preferred
ます。
location to paste it.
コピーしたら
If I
アイリちゃ
copy
ん
it,
も
will there
2
be
人に
two ID chunks?
いいえ、オ
No.
リジナルのレポ
ID
ー
will
トファ
only
イル
follow
の
the
ように
original
アイ
report
リは引き
file.
ずられます。コピーにはついてい
She
き
will
ま
not
せん。
follow a copy. No, perfect. That's settled. I search for the file on my Pokecom, launch Iro, and drag the file out.
どう
How's that?
レポートファイルナンバ
Report
ー
file
1は
01 has been transferred to the specific location.
位置情報
Location
北緯
information
30度40
30
分
degrees, 24
東経
minutes,
130
north
度
latitude,
90分
longitude 30 degrees, 54 minutes, east longitude. And that's a wrap. Now I don't have to drag an AR girl around with me wherever I go. I feel like I've been exorcised of an evil spirit or something. By the way, ID-chan, you don't have any weird viruses or anything, right? Don't tell me you're infecting anyone who accesses the file or something like that. That'd seriously suck.
該当する ID
No such
および
virus has
ゲ
been
ジネについ
detected
て
by
は
the self-diagnosis
自己
in
診断に
Irie
より
and
ウ
Sister
イルス感
Centipede.
染は確認されていません。
だったら人は
That's a relief. Assuming Sister Centipede isn't lying. Do AIs even lie? Nah. What a stupid question. Maybe I'm unconsciously treating ID like a human being just because she can talk like a human. And there are all sorts of apps just like this. They're pretty popular even. I've bought a few in the past, but I always get tired of them after like a week. Anyhow, I hold my finger down on ID's face.
ゲジネを終了し
Closing
ます。
Sister Centipede. Big brother, would you like to hear the weather?
それと
Or
も
is this goodbye?
これでお別れですか？
Like an on-off switch, she's back to normal. Her tone and expression feel kind of sad and lonely. She certainly knows how to pander. But I won't be fooled. Plenty of other apps do this too. Plus, I have more important business. I asked her about the one other thing I wanted to confirm.
アイリちゃんさ
Hey
ミサ
ID-chan,
ネのこと
do you know who Misane is?
ミサネ
Misane? What's
何
that?
ですか？
人の名前
The name
瀬
of
ノ
a
宮美
person.
咲
Senomiya Misaki. Oh, I already knows Misaki. She's my friend. Well then. Mizuka-san was telling the truth.
最近会った？
Have you seen her recently?
いい
No.
え、美咲は
Misaki left me.
今のお兄
Just
ち
like
ゃ
you're
んみた
going
い
to
に
now.
愛梨のことを置いていっちゃいました。
何それ？
Is that sarcasm I'm
だ
sensing?
としたら
If
随
it
分
is,
高度な
you must be a
AI
pretty little advanced AI.
愛梨は
Ari's
頭
pretty
いい方
smart.
です。
For reasons beyond me, she looks happy. It's these oddly human bits of hers that make me mad.
ミサ姉とは一緒に
Did
遊
you
んだ
play
り
with
したわけ？
Misane and stuff?
お話をしてく
She
れまし
talked
た。
to me.
その日、学校
Mostly
であった
about
ことや
the
友達の話が
mostly
多か
about
ったで
things
す。
that happened at school,
水
or
か
about her friends.
ケイコ、
Mizuka,
光彦、
Keiko, Mitsuhiko,
ユイ
Yuichi,
メイ、
Mei,
高見、
Takami.
アキホの話も
I
よく
heard
聞
about
き
you
ま
and
した。
Akiho too.
カイ
She
ト
talked
と
about playing
ゲーム
games
を
with
した
you.
話もしていました。
俺のことも？
She mentioned me.
美咲は
Misaki would
お
always
兄ちゃ
tell
んを
Irie about how
ゲ
she
ームで
bodied you in
コテンパンに
games.
していると
Is
言
that
ってまし
correct?
た。ですよね。
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Why does she have to bring up my childhood trauma? Yeah, it's true that Misane used to body me at games when I was a kid. But just winning a match against her would make me so happy that I'd start jumping all over the place. Now's not the time to go on a trip down memory lane.
他には？
What else
ミサ
did you
姉
do
と何
with
してた？
Misane?
お話ばっかりで
Just
す。
talk.
どこ
I
か
already
に
never
遊
went
びに
anywhere
行く
together
こ
with
とは
her.
なかったです。
どんな話？
What kinds of conversations did you have?
さっき言いましたよ。
I already
その
told
日、
you.
学
Things
校で
that
あった
happened in
こと
school
や
that day.
お
Her
友
friends,
達の話、
you.
カイトの話。
それじゃ普通すぎる。
That sounds too ordinary. Hello.
普通すぎない友達と
Isn't that what friends
ど
are?
んな友達ですか？
Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Key NSV. Can I just call you Key? Or do you have a different nickname preference? Welcome in though, I hope you're enjoying stream.
いや、それは
Or- But, you know. I feel like the fact that Irie is such a unique existence itself is itself not ordinary. I can read so good. I swear, it's the googly eyes. The googly eyes are making me unable to read. Yep, that's totally what's happening here. I'm not normally bad at reading aloud, But as far as she's told me, they only chatted like friends would. Did Misa and I really treat this AI app like an actual friend? Didn't Mizuka-san say something along those lines? Googly-eyed cat. Yep, normal things.
愛梨は
I already
ミ
was
サと友達だ。
friends with Misa. When I mentioned Kimijima-ko's name, Mizuka-san looked deeply worried. Thought maybe she had something to do with it.
じゃあ、君島こう
So,
は
what's the
何
deal
者？
with Kimijima-ko? Who is he?
この前、ゲス
Sister
ネーが
Centipede
説明
already
しました
explained it to you the other day.
愛梨ちゃんにとっては
What
どん
kind
な
of
人
person
だ
was
っ
he
た
to
わ
you,
け？
Naidi-chan?
マスターは
Master is
マスタ
master,
ーです。
and Iris is
愛梨
creation.
はマスターの手で生み出されました。
Master, huh? So, is he sort of like her father? I wonder what it must feel like to be chained to your father's will for 10 years. Ah, crap, not again. I'm still letting her human-like appearance drive my thoughts. She's just an AI. Thinking about this is pointless. AIs don't have feelings. They're just digital beings.
でもなんで君
Why
島
did
こうは
Kimijima
ここにレ
Ko
ポ
leave
ートを
his
置いたんだ？
report here? Even 10 years ago, this place was already an abandoned mess. There's no way he was expecting anyone to come here. So maybe he didn't want the file to be very visible. But even then, this is a pretty lackluster hiding spot. Since it's abandoned, there's pretty much no security. Oh boy, noises. Sound. I can hear the fax-like sound again. It's extremely faint. But thanks to how quiet this park is at night, as long as I keep my breathing to a minimum, I can hear it. What the hell is it? The whole building is full of mysteries. This whole building. If I don't get to the bottom of this, I'll never be able to game here in peace. Especially when it comes to what's at the bottom of those stairs. What could it be?
やっぱりこ
I
の
really
先
don't
は
think
や
it's a
ばい
good
って。
idea to go any further. The staircase leads down to the first floor of the building. I stand in front of it and can't help but groan. It's impossible to see down there. There are plenty of pitch black roads on the island, but this feels different.
お兄ちゃんは
Do you not
暗い
like the
の
dark,
は
big
嫌い
brother?
ですか？
暗いだけじゃな
It's
くて
not just
気になるん
dark,
だって。
okay? It's creepy.
わかりました。
I already understand.
嫌いという
You
よ
don't
り
hate the dark.
怖いん
You're
ですね。
scared of it. I mean, I guess she's right, but still.
この下って何が
What's down there?
変なものです。
Something weird. Well, that's not good.
は
Huh?
ピピーブー
Beep beep boop.
っていう音を出して
It
ま
makes
す。
sounds like that. The buzzing. So, the source of that sound is down here?
誰かがいたりする
Is someone in there?
いないと思います。
I really doesn't think so.
何そのと思
You
いま
don't
す
know for sure.
いる時
Does that
もある
mean
ってこ
someone's
と
been by it before? Ah, it's a copier? Maybe.
わかんないです。
I really doesn't know. What's with these endlessly vague answers?
今はいる
What about right now? Is there anyone there?
いないと思います。
I really doesn't think so. Whatever. I take a deep breath, steel my resolve, and step toward the darkness. Into the darkness we go. Once I reach the bottom of the stairs, I hear a low-frequency, machine-like sound. It's a wee bit different from the buzzy noise.
お兄ちゃんは
Do you like
探検が
exploring
好きなん
places,
で
big
すか？
brother? My nose feels itchy, probably from all the dust. The dust bunnies. Not to mention, there's an awful stench here. I really hope there aren't any dead rats or cats lying around.
うわ
Whoa. I almost trip over some junk and fall on my face.
危ね
Close call.
危ないんですか？
Close. What's
何がで
close?
す？
えアイリちゃんってこう
Do
い
you
う
have
暗
trouble
闇状
seeing in
態
the
だと
dark just like a
普通
real
の人
person?
間と同じように何にも見えなくなっちゃうわけ
屋内だと
I
見
already can't
え
see
ない
much
で
is
す。
inside.
どういうこと
What do you mean?
アイリの目
My
は
eyes use
色
Edo.
を使っていますので、色でマッピ
As
ン
long
グ
as
さ
an
れてい
area
る
is
ところ
mapped by
な
Edo,
ら
I
アイ
already
リ
can
も
see
見えますけ
normally.
ど、屋内だと
But when
何
Irie's
も
inside
見
a
え
building,
ません。
she can't see anything. It's true that the virtual world viewer intelligent Edo doesn't map the insides of buildings. But that function is utilized as her eyes. Then it's no surprise that Arie loses her sight in situations like these. This.
ってことは
So,
この強
does
度
that
感
mean
の
you
中で
can't
も
see
何
anything
も
in
見え
here?
てないってこと
Yep,
使えないな
useless. I end up relying on my own vision and the weak light from the Pokécom to proceed.
あいだ
何が開きま
What's
し
the
たか？
matter? I hit a dead end of the path and literally smashed my face against a wall. I light up the area in front of me as I rub my aching nose. That's when I realize it's not a wall.
ドアだ
It's a door. Wait, is it really? Well, it's at least not a numbered door, so you're fine for now. It's made of metal, and moreover, there's nothing like a knob on its surface. But trying to think of it as the wall of an old abandoned building like this would make no sense. It'd be bizarre even. This one spot looks brand new.
愛理ちゃん、
Airi-chan,
この中入
can
る
we go in here?
この中とは
Mara's here.
どこですか？愛理には
Airi can't see what
お
you're
兄ちゃん
doing,
が
big
何を
brother.
しているか見えていないです。
Oh, that's right. Does that mean even Airi has never been inside here before? Well, either way, how am I gonna get in? There's nowhere to hold on to. Plus, if I even know if... I don't even know if I'm supposed to push, pull, or slide the thing. We'll test it and find out. I'll try pushing it to start, but it doesn't budge. Then I lightly strike it with my hand. It doesn't sound very thin. When I looked at the building from the outside, some of the windows on the first floor were sealed with metal plates. Judging by their relative location, this might be the room they're connected to. Given how tightly it was sealed up, getting in from the outside would be impossible, which means the only way inside is through this door. Maybe I should summon Sister Centipede and ask for a hint? Considering how dark it is, would I even be able to find ID? Password. Geotag in plain sight. If I put the right password, the door will open. This sure seems like a familiar situation. Back then, Sister Centipede gave me the password without hesitation. It was a password that definitely wasn't supposed to be leaked. A part of me was hoping she'd do the same thing again, but she stays silent. You know what? I've got nothing to lose. I'll try the password she gave me before. I believe it was Hidden Hand. Enter. HIDDENHAND. Identification? The door opened. Oh. But wait, this is supposed to just be a random room in an abandoned building in the sticks. Nothing this bizarre should be here. The windows are sealed with metal plates. The door itself is sealed with a digital lock. I almost forget where I am for a moment. It's almost like this single place is connected to another world or something. The door was opened via the Hidden Hand password, which means this place was built by the person who put the report file here. Kimijima Call. He's undoubtedly involved with all of this. Despite the windows being closed in the middle of summer, the room is unnaturally cool. There's no ceiling lighting, but the red glow helps me get a feel for the room. I just stand at the entrance, breathing hesitantly. It feels like if I make the slightest of noises, I'll be caught by some unknown force. This room. I don't know why, but it makes me tremendously uncomfortable. It's obvious to me that this place is strange, but I can't put a finger on why it creeps me out so much. It's strange, sure, but it feels like there's something even more unsettling hiding beneath all of this. Cold sweat drips down my back. Before I know it, my cheeks are soaked. You got a bad feeling about the room as soon as you found the door? Yeah, that's fair. The first thing that catches my eye is a mysterious device in the center of the room. It's fairly large, taking up most of the space in the small room. The thing is almost as tall as the ceiling. It's got quite the presence, and it's running to boot. The low-frequency humming noise proves it. The LCD screen on it is lit, and their blue LED lights lit up too. LED, short for light-emitting diode, a semiconductor that lights up when an electric current runs through it. It has a longer lifespan than an incandescent light bulb. Drag, computer terminology, a way of using the computer mouse. Specifically, it refers to moving files around by keeping the cursor on the file and holding down the mouse button. Whee! It looks like a giant copy machine, but the numbers and flags displayed on the screen make it clear that's not the case. I should stay away from that thing. My instincts are screaming at me. This is on a whole different level than Airi, or even the Kimijima report I stumbled upon. Why, you ask? Because who in the world is supplying electricity to a device located in an abandoned building like this? This is actually genuinely absurd. Wasn't this place supposed to be abandoned? Why is there electricity? Not even the Robotics Club hangar has electricity. Well, that's because the hangar was abandoned. Of course it doesn't have a current. So either electric company screwed up, or this place only looks abandoned and is being used for something else. What the hell is this place? Completely baffled, I look away from the machine. That's when I realize something. The reason why I feel so uncomfortable. The digital lock, the strange machine, the act of electricity, other than just being strange, it's more like none of them feel real in the first place. But that's not why. That's not why I feel uncomfortable in this room. In the corner of the room is an old wooden table with a foldable chair. And that's the cause. Really? Sitting on the table is something terribly unusual. I initially thought it was an old PC or something, but the shape is too weird for that. It looks like a radio to me. It's about the same size as the toolbox we use at the club. There are speakers on the left and right sides of its body. Several buttons line the top of it. Is it some kind of cassette player? Cassette players are audio playback devices which use cassette tapes that were popular until the 90s. I think Dad's old one is still in our garage. Boldly sitting in front of the cassette player is a mic stand. It makes sense to think it was placed there to capture whatever audio came out of the cassette player. This is creeping me out. It didn't feel like this was at all with the generator-like machine or with the digital door. This cassette player, mic, and folding chair all suggest one thing. Someone has been here. Really? Someone placed this cassette player and mic there, then put down a chair to sit on. Who? Sure, both the door and machine are undoubtedly man-made and were put there by a real person. But this unsettling presence I feel from the cassette player and mic is much more overwhelming. I feel like throwing up. I want to get out of here as soon as possible. Well, if I get any more stressed out, I can risk getting an attack. But I also can't afford to leave without checking the player. Yes, you can. Why? Because I noticed there's a tape in its tape deck. I've read online that people used to record things on cassette tapes and listen to them. Long before I was born, anyway. You're not that young. Like, I think your birthday was in, like... I think his birth year is like 2001 or something. Like, come on, buddy. And as if I'd been pulled in by the unseen. I already pressed the play button. The cassette tape begins to turn. No sound. Why does it work? Well, I confirm there's a power cord coming from it plugged into an outlet. There really is power here. Whoa. Then all of a sudden, the silence in the room is broken by the kagome kagome melody. Something about it is off, distorted. I listen closely.
警告音は
Well,
緊急
apparently,
地震
the
速
alert
報
sound
の
was
も
the
の
same
が
as the
使わ
one
れて
used
た
for
らしいんだけど
earthquakes.
届いた内容が
The contents of the message were, kind
怖
of
くて
scary.
カゴメカゴメの歌
They
詞
were the lyrics to Kagome
だったの。
Kagome. I think back on the conversation with Juna from a few hours ago. This has to be a coincidence, right? I doubt Juna knows anything about this room. And I find it hard to believe that she led me here. But this is all too much to just be incidental. The more I think about it, the more inexplicable and unsettling it becomes. I could think about this for hours on end, but I doubt I'd reach an answer.
愛理ちゃん
Airi-chan, you still there? Yep. I look over to the generator-like machine again. Now that I've seen it, I can't just ignore it. I want to curse my own recklessness. Why in the world did I come here? Plot. Ugh, this is all because I couldn't let sleeping dogs lie. The moment I ran into Airi, I was doomed to come here.
さっき言ってた
And that
ピーガ
weird
ガガって
beeping
音の
noise you
発信
mentioned
源は
earlier,
この装置なの
is it coming from this machine?
アイリは
Airi didn't call it a
ピーガガ
beeping
ガ
noise.
なんて言ってないですよ。ピピープー
It's beep beep boop.
そんなニュア
I
ンスの
couldn't care
違い
less
はど
about
う
the
でもいいんだけ
differences
ど
in nuance.
その装置がこれなの
Is this the machine or not?
これってど
Which
れ
one?
ですか？
I already can't see
アイリ
it.
は見えてないです。
機械だよ
It's a big machine.
変なものな
If it
ら
looks weird, that's
きっとそうです。
probably it. Looks weird. You gotta give me more to go on than that. That's way too vague.
だったらゲジネー
Then
に
I'll ask Sister Centipede.
はい、そう
Yes,
してくだ
please
さい。
do. Irie glances around aimlessly and turns the other way. I guess she can't tell where I'm standing. Without warning, I tap her as to avoid any further pointless bantering. Access confirmed.
ゲジネモードに移行します。
Switching to Sister Centipede mode.
旧南種町
I
共和
found a
国の
locked
1
room
階
on
に
the
封
first
鎖さ
floor
れ
of
た
the
部屋があっ
old
た君に教
Minaminate
えてもらったパスワードで開く部屋
Minamitane Community Center. The password you gave me worked on it.
そこにある機械は一体
What's at the
何だ
machine there?
エギシステムです。
That's the EGI system. Sister Centipede once again reveals the truth to me without any hesitation.
エギ
The EG... what now?
特定の周波数の音を
It's a device system that sends a specific frequency a specific frequency sound toward outer space, coming from the radar. Eggy system, so true.
ピーガー音
The dial-up tone.
レーダーに1
Anyone
メート
can
ル
hear
ま
it
で
when
近づけば
coming within a
誰
meter
で
of
も
the
聞くこ
radar.
とができま
It
す。
doesn't stand out very much, though. I'm not sure about that one, Sister Centipede. Radar? Is she talking about that one metal tower nearby?
あのレーダーって
And that radar
JAXA
belongs to JAXA, right?
宇宙が丘
It's
観
the
測所
same
の
as the one in Uchigaoka Observatory.
違います。
Incorrect.
違うの
What?
じゃあどこ
And then who does it belong to?
管轄としては
That
不明です
information is currently unknown.
不明って
Wait, how is that
何それ
possible?
駅システムは
The
10年以
EGI
上
system has been running over 10 years without oversight. Ownership went up in smoke with Master's
管
death.
轄は宙に浮きました。
Master Kimijima Ko, I'm assuming.
じゃあ君
So
島
then,
公が作ったの
is
は
it true
事
that
実
Kimijima Ko built this thing?
はい
Yes.
作った人が死んだの
Isn't
に
it
動
odd
き
that
続
it's
けて
still
るの
running
お
even
かしい
after
でし
its
ょ
creator died?
電気代は
What about the electricity bill?
電気代
Electricity bill?
誰かが電気代を
Someone
払
needs
って
to
なきゃ
keep
電
paying
気
for
を
the
止められるじ
electricity,
ゃないか
otherwise it'll turn off.
はい
Yes.
誰がそのお金を
So, who's paying for it?
ゲジネーは把握し
Sister
ていません
Centipede does not know.
イルオの会社とか
Could it be the company behind Yuro?
幸せ for you は
Happiness for
駅
you
シ
is
ステ
not
ム
involved
構
with
築
the
には
EGI
関わっていま
system.
せん。
Well then. So does this mean Kimijima Ko is truly the sole creator?
誰が払ってるか調
Can
べ
you
るこ
look
と
into
は
who's fronting the bill?
ゲジネーは検
Sister
索エンジン
Centipede
で
is
はあ
not
り
a
ませ
search
ん。
engine.
特定
It's an
ワードに
information
関する
collection
情報
bot
収集
related
ボ
to
ットです。
specific words.
検索はヤシオ
Feel
さん
free to
自身
search
で
for
どうぞ。
yourself, Yashio-san.
ああそう
Fine, fine. I guess I'll leave for now. If I stay any longer, I really am gonna throw up. As soon as I get outside, I take a deep breath. My shirt is soaked in sweat. The evening breeze feels cold because of how moist I am. I sit in place and start talking to Sister Centipede again.
で太
So,
陽に向
what
かって
happens
ピ
when
ー
you
ガー
sound the
音を発
buzzing
信した
sound
ら
toward the sun?
何が起こる
P がでは
I already
なく
recognize it as a beep beep bowl,
だと
not
アイリは
buzzing.
認識しています。
どっちでもいい
Whatever. Why does she have to be so particular about the details?
マスターは太陽に
Master
対し
studied
て
the sun as
有
something
益
both
さ、有
beneficial
害さ
and
の
harmful
両
to
面
the
から
world.
非常に注目していました。
Alright, you guys can't see me blink because of the googly eyes. You'll just have to trust me on this one.
もちろん太陽
You
嵐
can
は
say that
地
solar
球全
system...
体に
So,
影響を及ぼす災いと
you
言え
could
ま
say
すが、
solar
そ
storms
れと同
typically
時
have
に
catastrophic
極大
effects
活
on
動
the
期に入っ
planet.
た太陽
But
は
the sun is
魅
in
力的で
its most
宝の
active
山だと
period
発
can
言
be
していま
also
す。
be a wonderful mountain of treasures. Beep beep. Okay, I swear to God if that isn't just a coincidence. I'm confused.
なんでいきなりスポークスマン
I'm
みたい
starting
に
to
語り
sound
出
like
し
a
たわけ
spokesperson.
アイリがマスターと過ごし
I
た時
already
間は
unfortunately didn't
それ
spend
ほど
much
長
time
く
with
ありません。
Master. Therefore,
故
she
に
has a
保
limited
存して
number
あ
of
る
his
マスタ
words
ーの言
saved.
葉もまた多くはないのです。それらの言葉を
Irony and
アイ
Sister
リおよ
Centipede
びゲ
use
ジネ
those
ーは
words as
自
guidance
立
for
行動
her
の指針
autonomous
としています。
actions. So there's a program running to make them sound like they trust their father. Autonomous, but it seems to have some kind of purpose. Because of Kozopi? I mean... Kozopi just makes cute noises, and this is more automatopoeia, so I'm pretty sure it's just a coincidence. Is the end goal of Kimijima reports in the CGI system?
君島公は
What exactly was
この島で
Kimijima
何を
Ko
やろう
trying
とし
to
たわ
do
け
on this island?
機密事項です。
Not as confidential.
君島公はどうし
Why
て死
did
んだの
Kimijima Ko die?
マスターは殺さ
Master
れま
was
した。
murdered. Dun dun dun!
Huh?
What? Her response is so straight to the point that I nearly miss it. He was murdered? She really just said that.
誰に
By who? Oh boy, redacted, my favorite.
該当データは削
The
除されてい
corresponding
ます。
data has been deleted. Deleted? You gotta be kidding me. ID is part of Euro, so the only ones who can delete ID's backup data is the company in charge. Happiness for you. Are they behind this? Was it some kind of internal strife like what you see on the news? No, that can't be all of it. That's not the full picture. The things written in the Kimijima report are starting to feel more and more real. An report that once looked like the conspiracy ravings of a con artist. If all of it is true... Wait, ID/Sister Centipede knew that originally? I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't know. And Kimijima-ko was murdered because of that report. Then what in the world is going on in Tanegashima? No boy, POV switch. There goes checking Twippo, I guess. Ooh, Frau POV. Ding dong. The intercom's been ringing nonstop for a while now. That's neat, it's my prerogative to just ignore it. But the ringing is so irritating that it's actually making me mad this time. I head to the rooftop. Or not. I munch through 3 whole sticks of Pocky, strawberry flavored, and got my Pokecom off the sofa.
ボットオン。
Make up bots. These bots are 2D AI characters that I developed. They reply fluently if you start a conversation, so I'm pretty proud of the current speech level. I use Genki for idle talk, and Rosetta for schedule management. Hey, Frau, seems like you have a visitor.
対応しないと。
It's rude to not respond, you know.
めんどくさい。
I'm too lazy.
フラウ？
Frau, you haven't eaten in 49 hours and 31 minutes. Hello? Frau, girly, go fucking eat. You're gonna die.
今ポッキー食べて。
I'm eating Pocky right now. No one cares about your weight. It's true.
ボット元気くん。
Shut up, Genki-kun. Would you like to close Genki?
しない。
No. Doesn't seem like they'll let me off the hook.
ロゼッタ。インターホ
Rosetta,
ンカメラ。
display intercom camera.
表示いたしますね。
Aye aye, Captain. A new window appears on my Pokecom screen, displaying footage of the front entrance. Please. A young man in glasses stands there, with a tense expression on his face. He's wearing a Chiyo Tanegashima high uniform.
メガネ男子って。
Boys in glasses are the most moe, aren't they? Ah, is that what you're into, Frau? Why are you breathing so heavily?
当然ですわ。
My wouldn't I be? Frau, please.
ただし私の邪魔し
But
よ
the
うとする
3D
三次元
glasses
メガネ
boys
男
who's
子。
bothering
て
me.
めえはダメだ。
He won't do. The same guy showed up yesterday and the day before. Even after slamming the door in his face twice, he still has the nerve to pop up out of nowhere.
音声つなげて。
Speakers on.
スピーカーをオンにいたし
Turning
ますね。
speakers on.
ストーカーは帰れ。
Go home, stalker. Hidaka Subaru.
せめて
Can we at least walk
話ぐらい
for
聞
a
いてくれない
bit?
か。
通報しました。
I'm calling the police. What? Should I call the police?
しない。
No. This is just too intimidating. It works on most guys.
カメラ切っちゃって。
Cut the camera. The boy's gloomy face vanishes from my screen.
私の方が
Well, I guess I'm the gloomy one. Keep smiling. One day you'll be happy again. Hello?
のリポ
Over my dead body. Isn't he a little too persistent? Hey, Frau. Seems like you have a visitor.
対応しないと
It's weird to not respond, you know?
スルーした。
I just wanna ignore it. You're not gonna answer, Frau? Come on.
お待たせすると
If you keep him waiting like this, eventually he's gonna go home. Isn't that a waste?
だって
But
あいつ
I'll never forgive him.
許さない。
Never.
絶対にだ。
Frau, he's calling you.
ロゼッタ、インターホン
Rosetta,
カメラ
display
表示
intercom camera.
表示いたしますね
Aye, aye, Captain.
ガチで通報したい件について
Legit gonna call the police.
悪
My
かった
bad for being
粘
so
着質な性格で
sticky.
意味不満ですけど
What? Yeah. Looks like I'm not the only one freaking out. He does kind of look like a frog, yeah.
フル氷の作った
I guess I
冬
don't
バラ
have
のプロ
much
グラム
room
に
to comment with my fucking
Hanashi
googly
ga.
eyes. I just wanted to talk to you about the KP program you wrote for Urugoi.
詐欺の虹が
It smells fishy. Like rotten fishy.
うまい話には必
If
ず
something sounds too good to be true, that's because it probably is.
お父様より
Didn't your father warn you about that before? Exactly 134 days ago.
日前です
僕の身分ははっきりしているだろ
But you know exactly who I am. I'm your classmate.
割とどうでも
I don't care, to be honest.
中央種子島
Display name directory of Chuo Tanakashima High Class 2 Once Information Processing Course.
名前プリーズ
Name, please.
さっき
I
名乗っ
just
た
told you, it's Hidaka Subaru.
該当者ご
We
ざい
have a
ま
match.
したよ
Attendance number
出席
24.
番号24番
Take care of your friends.
ぼっと死ね
Go die, bud. I'm on my last nerves. In order to suppress my anger, I chomped down with 5 Pocky, strawberry flavored, sticks at once. These are hard to eat like this.
その平賀が何の
Enlighten me
用か
about what you
3行
want in 3 lines.
は
Huh?
で何の用か説明
Just
する
drop the deets.
そうか
Oh, right.
じゃあ
Look,
聞いてくれ僕はロボ部
I'm
に
a
所
member
属
of
して
the
る
Robotics Club.
フル
You're
ゴーリは
familiar with
ヤシ
Yashio
オ先輩
senpai,
とは知り合
right?
いだろ
ヤシオって誰
Here's Yashio.
ヤシオカイト様
He was talking about Yashio Kaito-sama. He encountered him 9 days ago, on July 3rd. Skill issue, Rao. Have you ever eaten a whole pack of Pocky at once? Huh? Have you, Peachy? Are you just stuffing the entire package of Pocky in your mouth? Like, I don't recommend doing that.
ああ海少
Ah,
子か
Umishoshi.
把握
Roger.
でも3行でまとまってない
But I said
どう
3
いうこと
lines. What gives? You've done it, yes. Hello, pace yourself, dear.
ヘルプを出しますか
Open help menu?
出さない
No.
何をブツブツ言ってるん
What
だ
are you mumbling about?
独り言で
Just talking to myself. That a problem? I attempt to munch down another stick of Pocky, but the box is empty. Rip. I want to click my tongue.
で
So,
海少子
what's the
が何
dealio
行
with Umishoshi?
海少子
ヤシオカイト
Obviously, it's
決まってる
Yashio
でしょ
Kaido.
情報
Noob. I wish he'd stop questioning everything I say. It's making me nervous. Oops, I accidentally called Yoshi by his full name. Oh well.
話の続きプリ
Continue,
ーズ
please.
ああ
No, alright. We're entering the Robo 1 World
先輩と一緒に
Championships.
ロボ
We'd
ワン
like
世
you to
界
write a
大会に
program for us.
そのために
My friends' wishes are my wishes.
だが断る
But I refuse,
と思ったわけだが
is what I would normally say. But I take that back. Let's bargain.
交換条件
Bargain.
全裸撮影
I
会
need photo sesh.
メガネだけは
Keep the
そう
glasses on.
もちろん
Of
お
course.
主が取ら
You're
れ
the
る
one in front of the camera.
は
What? You'll never find happiness if you make others' lives miserable. That's really not your business, Bob.
まともに話もで
Can
き
you just talk like a normal person?
じゃあ
Then bring Umishoshi here.
あの人が
I'll cooperate if he helps me hunt cheaters.
プログラムを書いてくれる
You'll
んだ
write
な
us a program?
書く
Affirmative.
分かった
Alright, I'll be back.
また来る
モニター終了
Close monitor.
切りますね
Closing. I throw my Pokecom onto the sofa. I take a deep breath. All the while wiping the sweat off my cheeks with my hand. Even though the AC is on full blast, it's still super hot. I just wanna die. Me when it's summer, because I do not handle heat well at all. I just perish instead. I'm not good at talking to people. Which sucks, because I can talk to bots just fine.
とい
New
う
tip
わけで
new. Oh, this is cute. This is another cute CG. We're getting blessed with CGs tonight. And so, Makiko raises a bottle of skull high above her head.
新しくフル
Let's
ゴーリ
welcome
コナンの
Furugori
ロボ
Kona
になりま
into the
した
Robotics Club.
拍手
Give her a round of applause. Friends, yeah. I like that Frau is just on the tablet. She will not go outside. Subaru, Juna, and I follow orders and start clapping.
で主役の
Wait,
新入
hold
部
up.
員が
Why
なん
isn't
で
the guest of
来てない
honor
の
here? Where's our newest club member? Yo, is Subaru wearing ska pants? Yeah, I guess so.
その名前で呼
How
ぶな
many times did I tell you not to call me that?
部長先輩は絶
You'll
対
pay
に
for
許
this
さない
press, senpai.
絶対に
I'll make you pay. Makiho decided to throw Furugori Kona, Kojiro Frau's real name, a welcome party. But the guest of honor isn't actually here. Instead, she's participating via phone conference. What a nightmare.
電話じゃなくて
Didn't I tell you to come to the
今度
hangar instead of
僕言ったの
calling
に
in?
歩い
It
て
takes
3
less
分
than
も
3
かからない
minutes
でし
to
ょ
walk here. Huh. Frau? Walk? Come on, be real, Akiho.
自宅警備員なめ
Don't underestimate a true need. Jeez. Why are all the new underclassmen members so
こう
cheeky?
も生意気な子ばっかりなの
Why are you acting like a grandma, Akiho?
今のスバルに
Let's direct it at you
先
too,
輩が不甲斐
Subaru.
ないからだと
It's because you're so
何度言えば
wishy-washy,
気が済むんです
senpai. How many times do I have to tell you?
ほら
See? That's what I'm talking about.
落ち着いて
Let's settle down,
Sonomiya-san.
Sonomiya-san. Even though it's a Saturday, all the club members are gathered at the hangar. Akiho has already explained why. Yesterday, pretty much out of nowhere, it was decided that Kojiro Frau would be joining our club. Because she is a grandma. Time travel shenanigans better not bite me in the ass later. No comment.
まさかコナちゃんが
I wasn't really expecting Koda-chan to join up.
僕としてはプログ
Personally,
ラ
I
ムを
only
書いて
needed
もら
her
う
to
だけ
write
で
us
よ
a
かったんですが
program. I agreed to be M45's operator under the condition that I could use KB's control system. In some weird twist of fate, after Subaru begged Frau to cooperate, I ended up becoming a KB cheater hunter. And so, I told her that in exchange, she'd have to join the Robotics Club. She accepted my conditions, no problem.
うちらがロボワンで
The reason why we
あ
got
そ
so
こ
far
まで
in
売れたのは
Robo 1 was because you wrote a control program for us, Kona.
そのコナが入部
So now that you've joined our club, I thought we could I thought we could thank you for everything. But you're not even here.
だからコナっていうの
I told you to stop calling me Kona.
そこまで嫌が
Are
ら
you
な
that
くてもいい
upset?
のに
Jeez,
じ
fine.
ゃあフラウボ
I'll
ー
call
って
you
言っ
Frau
ちゃう
Bo
よ
from now on.
大丈夫だ
No problem. Everything's fine.
いいの
But for real?
そんなことより
I'd like to have a
Furugori,
proper meeting with you at
きちんと打ち合わ
least
せを
once,
したいですね。
Furugori. With a better understanding of M45's traits, I believe you'll be able to make the most optimal program possible. But I refuse. What? Didn't you say you'd help as long as Yoshio-senpai assisted you with your cheater hunting? I only make what I want. Honed. Are you saying you don't like my M45? I think that she means the Tanagashi Machine 3 might be old, but it's still a great machine. If you intend on abandoning your end of the bargain, then I suppose it's fine if Yoshio-senpai steps down as well. But what's the difference between your robot and Yoshio-senpai's? Not only do they look different, they also have different abilities and fighting styles. I don't know anything about that stuff, nor do I care. Think about it with the difference between Star Raptor and Bolt Valiant in terms of machine specs. Oh, I get it. A small hitter run type and close quarters power type machine. Lucky Ho, familiar with the Gun Barrel anime, understands what I'm getting at immediately. But of course, Frau, the sole creator of Kill Ballad, understands as well. I would sure hope so, she made the game. Keke. Then, I'll make it with that in mind. Wait, I'm saying we should discuss... I'm saying we should discuss this in detail. Are you a perv? What? The new girl lets a boy from her class into her room. What a rogue is this? If anything, you should go stay over at Yoshio-senpai's house, Four Eyes. I bet you'll get a whole lot of dirty deeds done. It smells nice and rotten. Okay. What in the world are you saying? Dirty deeds. Rotten. I have no clue what's going on. Every now and then, Ro uses some odd language. None of us understands her archaic vocabulary in that slang. Four Eyes and Yoshio-senpai go together like a teenage boy and a bottle of lotion. I don't accept any objections. God. And now she's mumbling to herself. Subaru-kun, Kona-chan is a shut-in, so she probably won't come outside. Come to think of it, I haven't ever seen her at school, at least not since the first day, but she left early on. She's also not a fan of us coming over, so we'll just have to call her on the phone and leave it to her. Email or a Twippo would be mucho better. Are you sure this is going to work? All I could do is create the base system. Whatever you do from there is up to you know. I'll give you the OS, but customize it yourself, huh? In that case. Can you guys not make decisions without involving your president? Your terror invisible, like air. Anyway, I'm logging off. Epic win. And just like that, she's gone. And now time to check Twippo. To Exoskeleton Company product users and those who have been following this account, regarding the news that is being reported, we are currently investigating into the situation, so I'm unable to tweet on this account. Thank you for your understanding. What? The Reina book by Koga Yui that I've been searching for is on Tabak. Gotta go full force. I'll pay 500k. Full force! Received a call on Tabak, 24-hour surveillance mode. Is this guy serious? Looks like I joined the club. Other than that, it's all about Tabak route now. Got more members! Woo, get hyped! We can finally combine together. Aw, I wish our cubs combined together. Oh wait, I think Subaru has the Yamana scooter, so he would be the body part? Nonetheless, I'm super happy. Nothing can beat us now. Only kinda met the 5th member. I wonder if that's okay as club president. You're at school on a Sunday. I think this is my first time, or Saturday. I think this is my first time. Saturday, like, jeez, summoning. Played 2 hours this morning. It's only 4 to 2. Stopping for now. Saturday. Where is Makashima Island? Why does Sister Centipede have a Twippo? Magashima Island is a deserted island located south of Tanegashima. East of Tanegashima. West. South. Okay. I can possibly give correct information, or I can give wrong information. Or who knows, maybe this is all incorrect, but I have no clue. Let's give her West. Chill out. You didn't see anything. As club president and as an islander, I welcome you. Let's build a robot together. But I refuse. What? Oh boy. And just like that, she's gone. I don't know if I can handle her. Oh yeah, there's probably tips that we can look at too, now that I think about it. Boltvalian, the name of a robot from Mobile Battler Gunvailer and Gunvailer Kill Ballad Online. Piloted by Guy Kyoin, a friend of the protagonist, a super heavyweight trooper. Star Raptor, the name of a robot from Mobile Battler Gunvailer and Gunvailer Kill Ballad Online. Piloted by Yumaka Mimi, a friend of the protagonist, is a speedy trooper that is equipped with a sword. And of course, Noob, Netsling originating in the 2000s, short for newbie, generally used on websites and in games to mock foolish behavior, attributing it to the target's inexperience. Variants include Noob, 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 etc. You can only think of a Pokemon with Trooper or Star Raptor or Boltvalian. Honestly, all of those could be like Pokemon. Star Raptor, got it. I don't know if I can handle her. She might be even harder to handle than Subaru. You say in front of Subaru. I have no intention of being handled by you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's toast. Cheers! Luckyo raises the skull she'd been holding in her hand up into the air and chugs it. Yo, skull! Luckyo's the only one to make a big show of things. In fact, Subaru and I had already sipped from our drinks. You know, the Robotics Club is, kinda amazing. That's one way to put it. How so? Almost everyone is super talented. Almost. Hidaka-kun and Yoshio-kun are Robo 1 Grand finalists. Furuguri-san is the creator of an amazing video game. But me? Well, I'm good for his trivial knowledge about urban legends. I feel like I'm falling behind. Well, what about Akiho? Super talented, huh? I'm getting hyped! Why are you getting hyped up? Out of those three, each and every one of them has personality issues. I mean... yeah, I'm including myself. Points for self-awareness. It's still amazing. I won't deny that. Yep, still including myself.
すごい人が集まれ
When
ば
amazing people
すごい
come
ものが
together,
生まれるの
amazing things can be accomplished. By the way, Akiho still hasn't noticed that Juna didn't include her on her list of super talented people. Granted, Akiho's not exactly talented, so I get it. Anyway, hobby robots are cool and all, but let's give everything we got on the Gunbuild one too. First things first, a merry band of amazing people should storm into the Space Candy Company. They want us not to sponsor us. How does tomorrow sound?
僕は遠慮します。
I'm good.
お
I
金
don't
には
need
困っ
money
て
right
ません
now.
ので。
俺スペース飴がタダで
I'll
も
go
ら
if
え
I
るの
can
で
get
も
some
いい
free
よ
space candy.
でも
But
私は
I'm not amazing.
すごい人じゃないし。
Frau, of course, doesn't respond. Akiho's boiling passion dissolves into the air after she fails to get anyone else fired up. Space Ame. Akiho POV.
それじゃあジュンよろし
Good
く
luck, June. Why am I?
ロボ部の未来は
The future of the robotics club is in your hands, June. You just have to do it the way you always do.
そんなこと言われても。
というわけで
Presenting Daitoko Juna of the Robotics Club. She'll be performing her impactful secret karate move, Super... What's it called?
なんだっけ
スーパー
Super Rinpei.
スーパーリン
The Super Rinpei! I came here all fired up and ready to get sponsorship, but... Juna's the only one who came with me. Kai is here, but he found an all-you-can-eat candy section in the lobby and won't step foot outside of it. As for Subaru and Frau Bo, they didn't even say anything.
ボインちゃん
After explaining our club's glorious history of highs and lows, and even showing off the Robo 1 run-out machine, we were still turned down because we lacked impact. But today was gonna be different. Today they'd see our true potential. Or at least that was the plan.
ボンキュボン
I need this bird to be chucked out a window. June's voice is overshadowed by the sexual harassment parakeet. The CEO is pretty fit, and since Michi is a PE teacher, I figured it might make sense to try a more physical approach. The problem is that the first time I saw June do karate, impact was not the word that came to mind. Honestly, she looks super weak.
ボインちゃん
That's the fucking title. I mean, are you hearing what it's saying? It is a sexual harassment parrot. Might as well pack it up. Thank you
ありがと
very
うござい
much.
ました。
インパクト
I'm sure you guys got the idea, right?
お
Oh? This is it. This is exactly the impact I've been searching for.
じゃ
Really? Like, no offense, June, but really?
大徳さんと
Daitoku-san, was it? Would you like to be our campaign
キャンペガ
girl?
ロをやってみんか
What? Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. I didn't think the CEO was looking for a weak woodland creature like June. Be nice, Akiho.
読み違え
I was wrong.
た。完全
I
に
was
読み
so,
違え
so
てた。
wrong. But hey, all's well that ends well. I can't screw this up.
社長、
Mr.
これが
President, this
これこそが
this is the
ロボット
Robotics
です。
Club. I say that as proudly as humanly possible.
本当に
Was that
あ
really
れでよかったの
okay?
かな。
On the way home, I had Kai wait for us outside while June and I went to the empty field. God, when was the last time you laughed this much at a science adventure game? Probably during Steins Gate. There isn't very much to laugh at in Chaos Head. I figured I'd talk to her for a bit, since she was feeling down about her performance. Things went amazing with Space Candy. They've agreed to fund us with 100,000 yen every month from August to February as our sponsor. That's nice. Jesus fucking Christ. They've agreed to fund us 10,000 USD every month. Jesus. Which is awesome. No shit it is. So, June has nothing to feel sad about. In fact, she's our savior, much more so than Subaru or Frau Bo. That's what I've been trying to tell her for a while now, but...
なん
well,
か
it's like...
自
I
分じゃ
can't genuinely feel excited
素直
about
に
it.
喜べなくて。空手が評価
It's
さ
not
れ
like
た
my
わけで
karate
も
was amazing, or like it did anything worth being
人に
proud
誇れる
of.
ようなすごいことをしたわけでも。
確かに純の
Sure,
方って
it's true that
初め
your
て見たけど
kata had like
迫力
zero
ゼロだ
power
ったね。
behind it,
ぬいぐるみみたいに
but it
ギュ
did
ッ
make
て
me want to
抱きしめ
hug
てあげ
you
たくな
real
っちゃっ
tight like a stuffed animal.
うん。
じゃなくて
Or, that's a compliment. You were
すごく可愛か
adorable.
ったの。
空手で
Being called adorable isn't a compliment of the
褒
martial
め
arts
言葉じゃな
world.
いよ。
I mean, but it's okay because you're adorable.
そっか。
Oh. I said too much. But it's true that that's the reason why the CEO took a liking to her.
入って早
I'm
々
just glad I was able to contribute to the Robotics Club immediately after joining.
嬉しいんだけど、
But
この先
when I think about
ロ
what I
ボ部
can
のた
do
め
for the
に
club going
私ができ
forward,
ること
I feel really uneasy.
あるのかなって考えたらちょっと
Just sit there and keep
So-
looking cute, okay?
もやもや。
June flashes a lonely smile as she looks out at the horizon over the field. The sun is setting. Is Kai still at the unlimited candy? It'll get dark soon around here. The field where we're in sits atop a hill, so there's always a strong breeze coming in from the sea. It causes the wind engines nearby to spin endlessly. The spinning speed changes with the wind's strength. Time flies as we mindlessly stare at them.
純がロボ部に入っ
I
てくれ
think
た
you
の
were
も
fated to join the Robotics Club,
運命
June.
だったんだよ。ロボ部って今
You know how
結
everyone
構
makes
み
fun
ん
of
なから
us,
バカにされ
right?
てるでしょ。この前ロボ
Even
1
after
に準優
getting
勝した
second
の
place at
に
Robo 1,
それでもあんまり
nobody
評
takes
価
us
が変わってなく
seriously.
て
Heck,
教頭先
the
生に
VP is
自
still
分の敵
after
にされ
us.
て相変わらず
People
ダ
still
メな連
think
中
we're a
だって
bunch of
狙
losers.
われてる。そこに純
But even
はわ
then,
ざわざ
he
自
still
分か
came
ら
to check
見
us
学に来
out.
てくれて
He even joined our club.
入部してくれた。半分くらいは
Granted,
うちら
half of the
につい
reason
て
was
入ってもら
because I
った
kept
感じ
crying at
ある
you,
けどね。
but still.
とにかく
Anyway,
そういうのって
it was the first
うちが
time I'd
ロボ部
ever
に入って
experienced
から
something like that
初め
since
ての
joining the
経験だ
club.
ったんだ。
でも
But what about Hidaka-kun and
日高君や
Furugori-san?
古郡さんは
They have their own agendas and they're sticking to it.
あの二人は
They already have their
どっ
own
ちかっていう
thing
と
going, you
も
know?
う仕上がっちゃってるでしょ。それを即
It's
戦
like they were
力と
forced
し
to
て
join
無理
because
や
of
り
their
入ってもら
immediate
ったみ
value.
たいな感じ。
They only joined because of deals that... blah blah blah. Because of deals they made out of self-interest. It's almost like a business network.
とにかくね。
Anyway, I was just so flattered that you showed an interest in robots despite not knowing anything about them.
これから順に
I
いろん
really
なこと
want
知って
you
ほし
to
い。
learn all sorts of
それ
things
で
about
ロボの
robots
こと
in our club
ロ
and
ボブの
stuff,
こと
so you can
もっ
come
と
to
もっ
like
と
them
好き
even
になっても
more.
らいたい。
You're sparkling.
輝いてるね。
Huh?
やっぱり
People who chase their dreams,
夢と
like
か
put their all into something,
打ち込め
tend
る
to
ものがある
sparkle.
人はキラキラしてる。
Really? Nobody's ever
キラキ
said
ラして
that
るなん
about
て
me
言われたの
before.
初めてかも。
うん、
It's
本
true.
当にね
I'm a little
Ina.
jealous,
って思ったの。私の夢は
especially since my dream
ついこ
ended
の
the
前
other day.
終わっちゃったから。こうして
I joined the
Robo
robotics
に入っ
club
た
as a
のは
replacement for karate,
どっちかっていう
kind
と
of.
空手の代わりっていうか空手がダメに
My
なっちゃった
karate
け
career
ど
is over,
他
but since I
にや
have
ること
nothing
な
else
い
to
か
do,
ら
I just
なんと
kind
な
of
く
joined,
腰
I
掛けで
guess.
くらいの感覚だったんだけどあごめん
Ah,
ね
I'm sorry for saying
腰
that.
掛けなんて
I know this is all part of your dream,
瀬
Sanamiya-chan.
宮さんにとっては
Son, did I say
大事
son?
な
I
夢
don't
な
know
のに
anymore. The googly eyes are messing with my brain.
寂しい？
Is it
夢
sad
終わっちゃって。
having your dream just end like that?
う
I don't really know.
どう
I
か
kind
な
of just figured things would end
な
up
んとなく
there, to be
あ
honest.
そこで終わるだろうなっていうのは予想ついてたから覚悟みたいなもの
So,
は
I
ね
guess I was emotionally
でき
ready
てたけ
for
ど
it.
うちは
No,
夢が
if
終わ
my
っちゃ
dream
った
came to
ら
an end,
寂しいけ
I'd
ど
be
な。
really sad.
だから空手の代わりになるかどうかはわかんな
I
いけ
don't
ど
know if this can
寂し
ever
さを紛
replace
らわす手
karate in
段
your
にしてくれ
heart,
ても
but if it at least helps you feel any better, then that's great.
そうやってロボ部で
Maybe
活
you'll
動す
even
るう
end
ち
up
に
finding another
いつ
dream
の
to
間にか
pursue while you're in
新
the
しい
club.
夢になってるかもしれないしね。だから遠
So,
慮なんかし
don't
ないで。
worry, okay?
うちとジュンは
You and I are the
ロボ部女子
Robotics Club's
連合
Girl
軍なんだし。
Alliance anyway. After all, I can read so good. As for Frau Bo, well, we can deal with her some other time.
瀬宮さん
Sanamiya-san.
アキホでいいよ。
Just call me Akiho.
あうん
Oh,
じゃあ
okay.
あきほちゃん
Akiho-chan. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm in some movie about a bunch of hip teenagers or something. Things are finally starting to feel like the high school club experience I always wanted. I'm getting hyped up. No,
あの 私
if
なん
there's
かで
anything
よ
I
けれ
can
ば
do, let me
でき
know,
るだけ
okay?
お手伝いするね
よろしく。
Def, I'm counting on you.
っていうか、
Heck,
今日だけでも
you worked 100
他の
times
三人
harder
の
than
何百
those
倍
other
も
three
役に
goofs
立ってもらえ
today.
たしね。
ただその
I,
今日みたいに
don't really want to perform any
急
more
に知ら
kata
ない人
in
の
front
前
of
で
people I don't know.
型をやれみたいなのはちょっと
ごめんごめん。
Sorry,
も
my
うしない
bad.
から。
I won't make you do that anymore.
うん
Okay.
あきほちゃんと
I'm
話せ
glad we
て
got to talk,
よかった
Akiho-chan. It feels a little
その
better.
ちょっとスッとした
うちちょっとは
Was
部
I
長らしかった？
Papa? Was I presidential for once?
え
Well, I wouldn't
どう
go
かな
that far.
え
Oh,
そこ
come
はも
on.
ちろん
That was your
欲し
cue
か
to
った。
say, of course. Either way, establishing deeper bonds with fellow club members is never a bad thing.
さて、
Nana,
活動費も
since
手
you
に
have
入っ
money,
たことだし、
let's go shopping for
パーツを買い
parts.
漁るぞ。
pay your debt first.
あ
Ah,
あ、その
but
前に
first,
ド
I
クに
gotta
ツ
pay
ケを
Doc
返さな
back.
くちゃ。
Good girl. I'll complete Gunbill 1 even if I don't get Kai and Subari's help.
とりあえず順には
I guess I'll start with
頑張る
having
に
you
ついて
study
勉強
all
しても
about
らおうか
Gun
な。
Barrel June.
全部で155
There are
話
155
最終週
episodes
に見とい
total.
てね。
Be sure to watch them all by the end of next week. That's... Okay, ho. That's like... ...22 episodes per day. Akiho. Huh? Oh my. It only took Frau 3 days to write a program for M45.
つうか
I mean, 72 hours is more than enough time. SMH.
72時間
Wait,
ずっと
you were
作業
working
して
on
た
it for 72 hours straight?
一度作業に入る
Once I start working, I don't sleep until I'm finished. That's my default state, TBH. Oh boy. And that's like originating into the 2000s, sure for to be honest. Much as I'm very sleepy right now.
そこまで本気を出
And I
してく
didn't
れる
think
と
you'd
は
go
思っ
so
てない
hard.
メガネが超細かい
Because of that detailed specifications doc you sent me, I wall punch specs.
おかげで調整
Well,
時間は
thanks
か
to
なり
you.
余裕
We
を
now
取
have
れそう
plenty
だ
of time to make adjustments. Thanks.
別に
Just so you know, it's not like I stayed up all night for you. Right, you guys can't see me slow blink.
なんで今棒読み
What's
だ
with the robot voice?
ツンデレの
You don't even know the archetypal tsundere line? Wrong cider. Wrong cider, not slinging in the 2000s. Someone on the wrong side of the digital information divide. Used in order to ridicule people who are controlled by media and believe anything they see on the internet. Archetype, a term used to separate characters with similar attributes into specific characters, often abbreviated as type. Tsundere, a girl who's usually aloof and acerbic soon, but becomes affectionate when alone with her romantic interest. However, the definition has become more broad recently. At this point, she's basically cursed. Talented, but broken. What an unfortunate woman.
あながち間違ってない
You're damn right. And she's self-aware.
そもそもフルゴーリ
By the way,
今日も出て
Furigori,
こないつも
do
り
you
か
intend on staying inside today as well? Just like before, Frau's calling in.
自分
I'm in need after all.
あと南国
Plus, I hate the sun on this southern island. It's too hot, and the sunlight hurts my eyes.
目が
My eyes, my eyes. I can only watch Frau's attempt at acting with the cold gaze. Subaru completely ignores this virtuoso transfer student's gestures and starts to fiddle with his Pokécom. It's already connected to M45 via cable.
プログラムのダウンロードは
I'm
済ま
almost
せま
done
した
downloading the program.
あとは
And all we have to
45
do
用
is
に調整
adjust
し
it
つ
for
つ
M45
とりあえ
and
ず
run a
少
quick
し動かして
test.
みましょう。
できたら教えてよ
Let me know when you're
それまで
done.
キルバ
I'll
ル
be playing KB till then.
ヤシオ先輩は
Nishio Senpai, please tell me when you're going to start hunting for cheaters.
チーター狩
Hunting for cheaters. Oh yeah, I guess that was part of the deal, huh? truth be told, I was gonna accept her offer either way.
具体的にどうすればいいの
What are the specifics?
は私の部屋に
Just come over to my place. Does she realize what she's saying? Why is she fidgeting around and looking all embarrassed? I'm sure you can connect the two.
そして
And then you can play games in this moldy, cold room in all sorts of dirty positions. Just keep playing without showering, wearing only a tank top and shorts, bags under your eyes, in a bad mood. And then, Naga Fukada, wearing the tank top, shows up and says the following. Now, listen here. Only play games for an hour a day. I'm gonna have to punish folks like you who are living debauched lives. You're crazy, Sensei. If you wanna punish me, you gotta beat me first. You'll never win, go. Can I hang up now? Pro's eyes are totally bloodshot. I think she's gone crazy after staying up for so long. Anyway, just come over. I'll teach you how to hunt cheaters. If I feel like it. Man, I'm gonna drag myself all the way up to her place. Plus, she lives alone. If I go, I'm gonna be stuck with that weirdo genius. Just the two of us. Imagining myself in that situation is enough to make me feel disgusted. This is gonna suck. I can feel all motivation leave my body. I leave Subaru to his business and walk toward the runway. The sun is still high up in the sky. I should check tweeps. Twippo. Oops. Been searching the abnormal weather and encountered something about an apocalyptic sound. My urban legend senses started started giggling. Giggling, eh? I guess it kind of looks like tingling if you stare at it for a long time. I see. Sounds interesting. I can Google it, right? Can it be heard in Japan? Chasing urban legends might be a better fit than karate for you, like a paranormal investigator. I like the paranormal investigator suggestion more. Ladies and gentlemen, I am planning to enter the Robo 1 World Championships with a partner. I treat him as a brother, and I promise he has skill. I'll introduce him very soon, so keep your eyes open. Apocalyptic sounds, aka mystery sounds, signify the end of the world. They're reportedly heard across the world starting in 2011. I'm quitting finishing that one job. Because I was concentrated on it, I missed the auction for the Rainet book by Koga Yui. I will never forgive you. Never! Subaru is so goddamn weird, but I do support him. That's fair. Places heard. Kyiv, Belarus, Florida, Michigan, New Jersey, North Virgin, Maryland, Scandinavia. The list keeps going. Every year the sound is confirmed in new locations. We have new members, but Gundam 1 production isn't going any faster. You're starting to think the googly eyes really are in front of my eyes? No, I'm just stupid. It's okay. If you take the lead convincingly, others will follow you. Work with Junson, putting people where they exceed is a required skill, hence club president. If you really want help, pay us. If you take the lead convincingly, others will follow you, sure. And the sound itself is uploaded as a video. I got goosebumps listening to it. It was like a scream from a very large animal. Like the sound of a trumpet that declares the end of the world. Honestly, you love June and you want to start a spooky podcast with her? That would be cute. That might be a dark society trying to conquer space. Play 20 minutes, 5-0. Oh boy. Hello from Space Candy, our delicious mint-flavored candy. Space Candy is currently on sale in the Kyushu area. Michael has a great vision as a businessman. I don't get it at all. Blog update. The dark relationship between XCO and the media exposed from the hug malfunction incident. Hashtag Kurokane. Hashtag link. Looks like Kurokane is the free journalist is on normal operation law. You think they've gotten an explanation for the sounds though? That you look it up? What? Oops. Easy job to just scare people. I think Kurokanashi is the right argument about XCO. The defense from the media is too awkward. You heard it was some dude named Gabriel practicing his trumpet or something. Isn't XCO a company that got so big really fast, a great target for the media? Considering the media has been a little quiet about them recently. I don't get that feeling. Where did he get that from? They just can't move around as much because they don't have enough things to talk about. Hug users should be more upset about this. They'll make the CEO come out officially. What's up with the people defending XCO? Are you saying to look the other way even when someone died from a hug? How much did XCO pay you? Is XCO that much of an influential enterprise? I bet that they have a lot of advertisements, but I don't think they're big enough to cover up comments with this much pressure. Controlling freedom of speech or having a mole is so out of date. They don't exist. Senemiya, was it? That pure girl is showing up on media. Why don't you just ask her? Speaking of, I haven't seen Misaki-san for 2 to 3 days now. Did she run away? Misaki-san, maybe she's just staying away from the bad PR. And the sun is still high up in the sky. That's when I noticed Juna standing at the edge of the runway. The heat haze is making her look all wavy. It's kinda cool. She looks like she's standing in her school uniform, but in reality, she seems to be doing some kind of kata. Is she bored? I don't blame her. I heard Akio finally secured a sponsorship deal with Space Candy, but the money will probably take some time. I can't see Juna doing much for the club outside of maybe running errands. Akio might as well lecture her about robots or something. Those thoughts crossed my mind as I opened my Pokécom. After talking to Ayuri the other day, I did a little bit of research on the Mitame Community Center. I prefer to ask Mizuka-san about it, but she gets scarier than usual when I bring Ayuri up, so it's been rough. And so, I decided to do my own research. As luck would have it, I got a lot more info out of my efforts than expected. According to the registrar, the owner is Taiyo Development. Their HQ is in the Tokyo Chiyoda district. Minami Tane put the building out for auction in 2012, and they won the bid. Is Taiyo Development paying the bills? And if they are, to what end? Not to mention, it's fishy as all hell that the EGI system, radar, Ayuri, and the rest have all been left there. Maybe I should try calling and shooting them some questions? Or should I talk to Ayuri first? Nah, this is all getting really annoying. And why am I... And why am I taking this all so seriously? Sure, there's a weird device in an abandoned building located in my neighborhood. And sure, it might be connected to an unsolved murder case from 10 years ago. There's a part of me that wants to find out the truth about this creepy stuff so I can finally relax. But nothing's going to change just because I get serious. Which means that all this research is just a useless waste of effort on my end. And hell, I'm not big on thinking about tough stuff. I'd be better off using my time to play Kill Ballad, right? Slack off on competitive games for even a little bit and your skill drops sharply. Plus, because I've been hanging around Subaru lately, I haven't been able to play much. And so, I plant myself firmly on the hot asphalt of the runway and boot up Kill Ballad. Wow, look at this button masher. Not even trying to get any reads. I can't respect their super low-level play like this.
ヤシオくん
What are you doing,
何やってる
Yashio-kun?
の
Juna suddenly pops into frame and takes a peek at my Pokécom screen. Her cheeks are a little damp, probably from exercising. I face the screen toward her.
あ
Oh,
あゲーム
a game.
そっちは
And
何して
you?
たの
What were you up to?
型の練習
Just practicing a kata.
もう
And I was supposed to have retired,
引退
but
したのにね小さい頃から
I've been practicing every day since I
毎
was a
日
kid.
やってきた
So
習
you
慣
have
だ
to do it
か
at
ら
least once a day, or else I get anxious.
一日一回は
アキちゃんにはほった
I'm
らかし
guessing
にされて
Aki-chan
るわ
hasn't given you anything to do.
あそういう
No,
わけじゃ
not
なくて
exactly.
あの頑張れるっていう
You know
ア
that
ニメ
anime Gun Barrel?
あるでしょ
She told me to watch all of
あ
it.
れを全部見ておいてって言われて今日もね
And I did
そ
some
れをち
today.
ゃんと見てたんだよ
I'm bad at just sitting still and watching things.
じっと見てるだけって私ちょっと苦手で
You've seen videos with the trumpets from the sky sounds and they are freaky. But, okay, so there's no one explanation, but possibilities are things interacting with Earth's magnetic field, earthquake/place shifting, etc. Magnetic fields, you say? So, she got bored watching anime and decided to practice her kata on the edge of the runway so Akio wouldn't see her.
適当に見ておけばいいと思う
Honestly,
よ
just watch it at your
俺
own
もそうだ
pace. That's what I do.
あ
Yeah. To tell you the
実は
truth, I was
ながらに
watching while... Gina mischievously explains in a bashful tone. Since the data is stored in the cloud, as long as you have a connection, you can watch anime anytime on the Pokécom. Even when you're hanging out on the edge of an abandoned airport runway.
あの
Can you
ちゃんに
please
は
keep this a secret from
内緒
Akiho-chan?
にしておいてね
あ、いいよ
Yeah, of course. Upon hearing my reply, Juna seems relieved.
ヤシオくんって
You're always playing games,
本当に
Yoshio-kun.
ゲームばっかりやってるんだね飽きたり
Don't you get
し
tired of
ない
it?
の
純ちゃんは空手
No,
飽
you
きた
get
りした
tired of karate?
と
Karate isn't really something you can
私
get
にとって
tired
は
of.
飽きるようなものじゃなくて
でしょそれ
Right?
と同
It's
じ
the
だ
same
よ
for me.
あ
Oh,
な
I
るほど
see.
わかったような
Alright. I
Yeah,
think I
so that-
got it.
先輩
Senpai! Subaru calls me from the hangar. Is he done with the adjustments? I was kind of hoping to get some more KB time in. I rise to my feet and let out a sigh. As soon as I get back to the hangar, Subaru grabs my Pokécom, connects it to M45, and begins to fiddle with it. And the KB system has been updated. I registered your Pokécom with M45, so it should work now.
もう操作はできます
I boot up Kill Ballad System 2019 from my Pokécom.
M45 の調整は
And the adjustments are
ほぼ
nearly
終わりです
complete.
あとは
Everything else
一生
will
先輩
be
の好みに
according
なり
to
ます
your preferences.
細かいセッティン
So
グを
let's
詰め
address
てい
the
きましょう
minute settings. The control scheme is pretty much the exact same as the honorary prizes. That is, except for a couple upgrades. Commands for some unique actions have been added, which means there are about 1.5 times more commands than there were. Even then, there's only about 20 moves in all, so it'll be less than a KB moveset. Remembering them will be a cinch.
試しに動かしてみてください。
Please try moving him around.
パイルバンカーは
What about the pile bunker? I want to see the pile bunker. The president is acting like it's just a live studio audience or something.
コマンド表だと
According to the command list, let's see.
アクセルインパクトと
Is
同
it
じ
the same as
でしょ
the It's the same as the Excel impact, right? Pro had sent the command list to me earlier, so I'm already familiar with it. I swiftly input the command. Whoa.
すごく
Well,
えっと
really? Moves a lot.
動くね。
やっぱりしびれるな。
Man, that pile bunker gets me right in the soul.
スバルは生意気だけど、
You're
あえて
ill
パイル
full
バ
of
ンカーを
yourself
採用
sometimes.
したところ
But
に
I
だ
gotta
け
give you
は
credit
合
for the
格出る
pile
よ。
bunker.
てっきり
I was
部長
under
が
the
好きな
impression that you
ことは
preferred
剣とか
swords
ハ
and
ンマー
hammers, Prez. Whoa,
もし
whoa.
かして
You wanna get into
リアルロボット
super
と
robots
スーパー
versus
ロ
real
ボットの対立
robots?
関係に
You
持って
can
い
if
き
you
たいの
want to.
いえ、そもそもリアルロボットと
Besides,
スー
the
パーロ
difference
ボットの
between the
定
two
義
is
そのも
still
のが曖昧で
unclear.
そういう不毛な
Would
言
you
い
mind
争いは
taking this
鬱陶しい
unproductive
から
debate
他でやってく
somewhere
れないかな
else? But Subaru...
部長が先に挑発してき
I
たんでし
believe
ょ
you're the one that started it, Prez. Grr. Ignore the two and input the pile bunker command one more time. And then cancel the action during its animation time and activate the other arm's pile bunker. It's pretty smooth. Great response. Even via wireless connection. I can cancel commands without issue. I'm impressed as well. Who would have thought Furuguroi could write a program with this quality in just a few days? I try executing the same command multiple times, switching up the timing for each attempt. The input window might be a little too long. But that's really due to the fact that M45 is sluggish. Next, I make it walk.
歩いた。
Oh, it's walking.
歩くのはうちの種
Our
出しマシン
Tanakanashi
さんの
Machine 3 is way faster at walking.
そ
Oh,
そうなの
really? Wow.
すごい。
まあね。
It's nothing much. She acts all proud despite the fact that she's not the one who built it. Besides, both robots were built with completely different goals in mind. Prez was made for mobility, M45 for power. There's a dedicated command for M45's unique hip spin maneuver. The range of motion is about 330 degrees. Apparently, since I can accurately control which way it twists and to what extent, I can really push it to the extreme. You can select the angle in 30-degree increments. This is a feature that has been in place since before the KB system was installed.
360度回転はでき
I
ない
take it you
の
can't I take it you can't rotate 360 degrees. Of course not.
そんなことをすれば
I'll tangle up the motor
モーターのケーブ
cables.
ルが絡まってしまいますよ
He spits out the words as if the mere concept of me being new at this offended him.
360度で
If
絡
it
む
gets
んだ
tangled up at 360 degrees,
でも
would it still
絡まる
happen at 330 degrees? Kaido, do you know how many degrees there are in a circle?
そんなこと
Not at
は
all.
ありませんよ 問題なのは
The issue is that
360
if you
度
allow
のひね
him
り
to
を可
turn
能とすると
360 degrees,
720
we'll
度
be
ひ
able
ねり
to
が
return
できてしまうという
720 degrees as well. Ah, that makes sense. If you can do it once, you can do it twice or more. Keep twisting like that and the cables get tangled. So that's why he stopped it at 330 degrees, to prevent it from doing a full rotation.
理解した
Understood.
どういうこと
What does he mean? We can just ignore the straggler for now. I'll try executing a series of basic punches, kicks, steps, and reversals. Even after getting familiar with the robot's capabilities, its sluggishness still feels awkward to me. It's like I'm in the middle of a slow-mo attack.
このもっさり感
Is there anything we can do about its sluggishness?
フルゴーリのプログラムでも
Furugori's
もっと速
program
い
looks
動
like
き
it
を
was
想定は
designed
して
for
い
a
たみたい
faster
ですが
machine, but
そ
that'd
れをや
burn
ると
out the
モーターが
motors.
立ちません歯車の強度の問
It's
題
an issue with the
こ
durability
れば
of
か
the
りはどう
gears.
しようもない
You
ので
can't do much about that, so you'll have to get used to it. I'm sure I will after some practice. But personally, I'm way better with agile characters than I am with grapplers. See, my reaction speed is higher than the average person. I can capitalize on that talent of mine with an agile type character.
ねえねえ、種子
Hey,
島新
I've
さ
got
ん
an
と
idea.
戦わせてみ
Why
る
don't we
ね。
have a sparring match against Tanagashi Machine 3?
実戦形式で
You
練
mean a
習
match
しよ
using actual rules?
そう、種子
Yeah,
島新さん
Juno
は
operates
銃が
Tanagashi
操縦す
Machine
るの。
3.
私
Me? Juno's flustered by the sudden call to arms.
やっぱりロボ部と
I
は
think
何
it's
かを
best
知
for
って
her
も
to
らう
try
の
operating a
ね。
robot
実
so
際
she
に
can
ロボを
learn
触
what
っ
the
てもらうの
Robotics
が
Club is
一
all
番だと
about.
思うんだ。種子島新さんなら
Tanagashi
操
Machine
縦も
3 is super
簡単だ
easy
し
to control.
一度
Give
や
it
っ
a
てみよ
shot.
うよ。
やめとくべきだね
I don't think she should. No.
うん、
I agree with
ヤシオくんの言う通りだと
An amateur like me will only hold everyone back.
私みたいな素人が操縦
It's
して
just
も
baby.
足引っ張るだけで
Honestly, I call her baby, but since she's a third year, she could easily be the oldest out of them. What?
コイン
Why not,
なんでダメ
Kai?
なのまさかロボの
Wait,
操縦は
could it be that you don't want someone else taking your super important job?
いつの間にか
I never realized you were so proud of your work. I'm so happy.
うち嬉しいよ。
いや違うって
Yeah, that's not it.
俺練
I
習
don't
試合
hold
だろう
back,
と
not
相手
even
が
against
素人だろうと
beginners.
絶対
That's
手
my
は抜かない主義なんだ
You
よ
know
ね
this better than anyone,
それはアキちゃ
Monkey-chan.
んが一番よく知ってるでしょだからさ
Jin-chan gets completely demolished her first time. She might end up hating robots
ジ
even
ュンちゃんが
more.
ますますロボを嫌いになっちゃうかもしれないってことジュンちゃんのデビュー戦
In
を
terms
さ
of skill level,
実力
you'd
的
be a
に
better
見てア
fit
キち
for
ゃん
her
を相手
debut
してあげ
match,
た方がいい
Aki-chan.
リーダーボード5位の
But if you
俺と
insist
ど
on
うしても
challenging
勝
the
負
fifth
したいっ
best
て
player
言
in
う
the
なら
world, I won't back
別に構わない
down.
けどさ
カイ、
Kai,
気を使って
I
く
know
れ
you're
てるくせ
concerned
に
and all,
すごく
but do you
上から
have to
目
be
線
so
だね。
unbelievably condescending about it? Would it be Kai if he wasn't?
あ
I'll
私
pass for now.
遠慮しとく
Juno looks like she wants nothing to do with this.
だったらうちが相手
Fine
にな
then,
ってやる。
I'll be your opponent.
ちなみにう
By
ち
the
が
way,
勝ったら
if
頼
I
み
win,
事聞いて
you
ね。
owe me a favor.
へえ それってガ
So
チの
you
勝負しよう。
want to have a serious
別
match?
にいいけど。
Sure, I'm game. No matter how big the difference in specs is, I know I'll never lose to Akiho. I know her habits better than she does.
スバル君はそれで
Are
いい。
you okay with that, Subaru-kun?
問題ありません。
I have no objections.
慣れるには
She'll be the
ちょうどいい
perfect
相手でしょ。
opponent for you to get used to the machine.
何それ
Hey now,
うちの
my
腕前は
skills
とも
aside,
かく
let's not forget that Tanakashi
マ
Machine
シン
3 is a
さんは
Robo 1
優勝マシンな
champ.
のかね
10年前の
10 years ago,
Sure.
yes.
準優勝マシンでもあ
He
るの
also
か
placed
な
second,
M45 には
losing
負け
to
ましたね。
M45. And before Akiho wins somehow, right?
バルシオーネ
Alcione,
Electoda.
Electra.
何をいきなり言い出してるんです
What
か
are you saying all of a sudden? Um,
喧嘩
please
は
don't
良くない
fight.
よ
アキちゃん。
Enough fooling
くだら
around,
ないことやってないで
Aki-chan.
さっさと
Hurry up and bring
種子マ
Tanakashi
シンさんを持ってき
Machine
て。
3 over here. Fine. Akiho pouts and enters the hangar.
じゃあ用意はいい
Alright, are you ready? Akiho and I are in position, facing one another. Each of us is holding a Pokecom. Mirroring us, M45 and Prez are standing across from each other as well, motionless.
アキちゃんってすごいよね。
You're amazing,
尊敬
Aki-chan.
するよ。
I really do admire you.
何が
Why's that?
いつも俺にコテ
You
ンパンにさ
constantly
れて
get
る
you,
のに。
your butt whipped by yours truly. You never lose that confident look on your face.
何も考えてないから。
Perhaps she just has nothing going on in that hollow brain of hers.
考えてるよ
My brain is full of stuff. I rewatched the Robo 1
もう
Grand
10
Finals like
回
10
以上
times
映像を見たん
already.
だから M45 のこと
I've
は
analyzed M45 through and through.
煽り合いはいいから。
Enough with the banter. Let's get this party started.
ちょっと
Hey, you're the one who started trash talking me. Even though this is a practice match, we've established some rules. Whoever knocks their opponent down 3 times will be declared the winner. That said, there are no ring outs because we have no ring. For me, this is just a match to break in M45 with, but for Akiho, this is the real deal.
じゃあ、始める
Alright,
よ。
let's do this. With little fanfare, I began to march M45 forward.
よし来い
Come at me! Monterey Press suddenly Monterey Press suddenly starts to change forms.
と見せかけて
He fell for it. Storm and Surge! Blast of Spirit!
種菓子アクセル
Tanakashi Axel Impact!
それ叫びたかっただ
Aki-chan,
けでしょ。
you just
アキちゃ
wanted
ん
an excuse to shout that out, didn't you? It's way too easy to dodge a tackle at this range. Besides, once the Tanakashi Excel Impact has been activated, it can't be turned off.
わ避けるなんてずるい
Hey, that's cheap! You're not supposed to dodge it.
ジュン止めて
June, stop him! Grab him!
what?
What?
追いかけて
Run after him! As the honorary press zooms further and further away, Juna finds herself chasing after it in a panic.
アキちゃん。
Come
真
on,
面目にやってよ
Aki-chan. Take this seriously. I really wanted to
あんな風
win,
になっちゃった
and then something like that happened.
この試合の意図を
Are
把
you
握してい
aware
ま
of
す
the
か
purpose of this match?
あくまで
This is strictly so
八尾先輩が
Yoshio-senpai can get used to
M45 の
operating
操縦になれる
M45.
のが目的ですよ。
分かってる
I know. You, I got it.
連れ戻してきたよ
Despite running pretty far, Juno doesn't seem the least bit out of breath. At least she's in good shape. And that said, she's holding the robot in the most timid and nervous way possible. Easy. She's also way too cautious about how she's setting it down. She's even talking to herself. You got some fast legs, Jun. But I guess that's the karate club for you. You might be the fastest out of all of us. I don't know about that. What's your time on the 50-meter dash? 8.2 seconds, I think. What about Kai and Subaru?
9秒
9.5.
8秒
8.9. Wow, you're wicked slow, Subaru.
そういう部長は何秒なの
And what time did you receive, Prez? Who cares about my time? I know for a fact that it's an awful 14 seconds flat, but I remain silent. To be fair, the both of us can't exactly sprint due to our medical condition. There's not much we can do about our speed. From now on, whenever we use the Tanagashi Excel Impact, we'll have June run after it. Huh? Anyway, let's get this party started, Kai.
今度は真面目にやって
Can you take it a little more seriously this time?
わかってるって。
You bet I will. Monterey Prez, now back in its original form, slowly inches forward, shaking all the while. The asphalt is pretty bumpy, so it might be difficult for it to maintain its balance.
そんな正面か
Are
ら
you sure you want
接
to
近
come
して
at
き
me
ていいわ
head
け
on like that?
スピード重視。
Speed is power! I guess I'll practice some of M45's throws. To master a grappler, one must first understand its range. If you can't get that down, you'll drown in pools forever. The M45, of course, is equipped with several different command grabs. Not only does it have long and super short... Not only does it have long and short range throws, it can also throw from upper, mid, and lower body positions. This helps expand the amount of strategic options the operator has. It also solves the issue of different enemy sizes. Val really knows her stuff. Too bad about that personality of hers. To try and get a feel for M45's range, I try inputting a lower body command grab from the distance. M45 leans forward slightly and stretches his arms out to grab the honorary Prez's legs. But as I expected, it whiffs completely. Swing and a miss. The Prez is still way out of range. But now I pretty much have the range down for the long range throw.
やーい、空振り。
Haha, you missed!
アキちゃん笑ってる暇があ
Like
った
if you
ら
got time to trash talk, you got time to attack.
もちろん
You don't have to tell me. Go. Tanagashi Machine 3 Custom! By the time the Prez starts moving forward again, I've already recovered back into my neutral position. Monterey Prez approaches me completely unguarded.
コマンド。
The command. Lucky I was struggling with the command input process. What's the point of even having the KB system installed if she's like this? So he finally executes a command and attacks at the close range Lariat, but I counter that with a mid-body throw. M45 grabs both of the honorary Prez's arms, leans against him, and knocks him down. Aww. Prez gets smashed underneath.
俺に1ポイント。
That's 1 point for me. Subaru pulls apart the tangled robots and stands them up again.
この前ロボワンを戦った
It's
時は
funny. When we fought at
投げの
Robo
周りは
1,
結
this
構
little
広いっ
guy's
て感じたんだけど
grab range felt massive.
実際にやってみると
But now that I'm at the
そうなんだね
controls, that's really not the case.
それは
It's
先
because
輩
you
が
fell
ま
for
んま
my
と
trap
僕の
way
思
too
惑にはまっ
easily.
た結果でしょう。M45 で
When I
戦
fight
う
with
時は
M45,
試合の
I
最
always
初の
spread
方で
his arms out
必
as
ず
a
腕を
taunt.
広げて
This
挑
helps
発のポ
me
ーズを
fool
する
my opponent.
それで対戦相手を惑わせるんですよ。M45 は
His
軽量
arms
タ
are
イプ
long
にして
compared to
腕を
standard
長めに設
heavyweight
計してある。
units. That makes
それ
them
が目の
appear
錯
even
覚と
longer
なって
than they are.
実際より長く感じてしまうわけです。
That's what that taunt was about.
だったら俺もその
In
ポ
that
ーズを
case,
継承
should I work that into my strat too?
そうしてください。
Please do.
そのポーズ
There's a
専用の
dedicated
コマンド
command
も入
for
れて
it.
あります。
ああ、
Oh,
コマンド
the
上にあ
taunt
った
command?
挑発ポーズ
So
ってや
that's
つ
what that's
これ
for.
か
This guy's thought of everything. Let's give it this a shot. As the command goes through, M45 spreads its arms out, its body rocking gently. I got you now! After circling around to M45's side, Prez enters its range. How dare she try to attack when I'm testing out a taunt? Still, not a bad strat.
アキちゃん汚いね
That's playing dirty
普段
Aki-chan.
正義の
So
巨
much
大
for
ロボを
building a
作ろ
giant
うって言
robot
っ
of
てる人間とは
justice.
思えないよ
変形合体バンク中
You think
に
nobody
攻撃を
ever
仕掛け
attacks
た
during a
敵は一人もいない
transformation
と思った
sequence? Taboos are meant to be
破ってもいい
broken.
んだよくらえ
Take this! Tanagashi upper! Prez's arm starts shooting up from under M45. Thanks to the end lag from the earlier taunt, I can't dodge. Instead, I twist M45's body 90 degrees and face its back to the Prez. I then smoothly transition into using the pile bunker. M45, on the verge of toppling over from the uppercut, still manages to use its pile bunker. What? The tip strikes the asphalt. The recoil from the pile bunker manages to push M45 back up. It then makes contact with the Prez, serving as a headbutt. Both robots topple down with M45 on top.
何
Look, what the heck was that?
変な動き
What a weird move.
今のも俺にポイン
That's
ト
another
つくよ
point for me. In Robo 1 rules, that's a knockdown.
なかなか面白い
A
使い方を
fascinating
しま
use
す
of
ね
the pile bunker. Did you come up with that
Yashio
yourself,
senpai.
Yashio-senpai?
今のパイルバンカーはとっさに思いついたんですか？
まあね
Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't have been able to come up with it in 8 frames, though.
読みだよ読み
It's all about reading your opponent.
アキちゃんがアッパーを出
If
し
I
て
had
くる
read
だろうっていう
Aki-chan's
読みが
uppercut
外れてたら
incorrectly, that all would have been
全く
for
無意味なボールに
nothing.
なってたわけで今のはたまたまう
I
まく
got
いっただ
lucky.
け
Jenna stands both robots up for us while giving the frustrated Akiho a strained smile. It's impressive how well you've mastered controlling M45 in such a small amount of time.
さすがですよ。
What's this? Subaru's actually complimenting me? What's gotten into him?
本当にヤシオ先輩
If
は
nothing else,
ゲ
your
ーム
skills
の
at
腕
video
だけは
games
一
are
級
top
品で
class,
すね。
Yoshio-senpai. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
これでもう少しロボへの
If you only
情熱
had a
を持
little
ってい
more
れば
passion for
ロボ
robots,
部も今ほど腐っていなかったでしょう。
the Robotics Club would be as rotten to the core as it is now.
ロボでもロボットアニメでも全員一にはなれないでしょ。
Well, I've never been the best when it comes to making robots or watching mecha anime, so I've got no chance there.
だから興味ない。
That's why I'm not interested.
俺は俺の腕だけで
I want to reach the top using my own skills. There just so happens to be KB players I want to beat.
どう？
And those are my principles. Surprisingly easy to understand, right?
もちろん。
Of course, I'm going to enter Robo 1. If I'm going to enter Robo 1, I'm gonna aim for the top spot. I can take it with my own skills.
先輩にオペレーターを頼ん
It
だ
was
の
right to
は正
ask you
解
to
だっ
be
たみ
my
たいですね。
operator. I don't quite understand your logic, but I do respect. Subaru's words stop abruptly. He's looking past me, right over my shoulders. It looks like he's seen a ghost. Ah. I turn around to find a man I've never seen before standing by the abandoned terminal. What a rugged old man. In contrast, his clothes are awfully gaudy. He's taking large steps as he walks towards us. It's as if his whole body is exuding this incredible unnatural aura. This dude's definitely pissed, though I have no clue as to why. He looks like the type of person who would punch you in the face if you said anything at all to him. That's the kind of stubborn old-fashioned look that he's wearing.
誰？
Who's that? I glance over at Akiho, but she just shakes her head in confusion. Daitoku-san looks just as dumbfounded. I guess nobody knows him. Well, aside from one exception. There's one club member who's trembling violently and uncontrollably. Subaru. He steps back once, then twice. He looks like he's about to run away at any moment. As a result, his foot gets caught on the honorary press. He just happens to be standing on the ground. But why?
スバル？
Subaru, do you know that guy?
スバル
Subaru. The old man is now so close that we can hear his voice. He calls out to Subaru. I guess they do know each other. Subaru, on the other hand. He suddenly stops shaking, hangs his head low, and freezes, crestfallen. There's nothing but despair on his face. The older man completely ignores us and stops right in front of Subaru. Subaru keeps his face lowered. Maybe he's scared of making eye contact. I have a hunch this guy is Subaru's old man, but I don't intend on trying to confirm that for myself. Me, Akiho, and Juna can't do anything but watch what's about to unfold from the sidelines.
どういうことだ？
What's the meaning of this?
違うんだ。
It's not what you think.
何が違う？
Then what is it?
僕は
何が違う？
Then what is it?
黙ってちゃわからんだろ
Don't
うが。
just stand there. Say something.
ホビーロボで
I was playing with
遊んでい
hobby
ました
robots. The older man draws back one of his massive thick arms and drives his fist deep into Subaru's cheek. Subaru is knocked to the ground with incredible force. Should I Should I take the googly's eyes off? This doesn't feel appropriate right now. Whoa, he just punched him.
あの
Maybe take the cat ears off too. Okay. Serious time. Come on. Okay. It's no longer silly time, guys. The time to be silly has passed. It's during this tense moment that Ageho dares to speak to the man. Ageho, don't do it. All you'll do is make things worse. This isn't being brave, it's being reckless.
いきなり殴るのは良くな
I
いと
don't think anything good can come from...
部長
Press.
口を出さないで
Please
もらえ
stay
ます
out
か
of this. Oof. Ageho's reckless intervention is quickly cut off by Subaru's words.
これは
This has nothing to do
部長
with
に
you.
は関係ないことです
で
But Subaru staggers to his feet. His lips are cut open, and a small trail of blood trickles from the wound.
お前は約束
You
したは
promised
ず
me
だ。
that you'd never play with
こ
those
んなおもちゃ
toys
遊び
ever
は二度と
again.
しないと。その約束
And
を
you
破
broke
った
that。promise. Yes.
どういうことか
Explain
説明しろ。
yourself. My
くて
dream.
ちゃんと答えろ。
Speak up!
夢だったから
I couldn't give up on my
切
dream.
れなくて
何が夢だ。
Dream? You're in
高
high
校生にも
school.
なって
You still talk
何を
about
子供
such
みたいな
childish
ことを言ってる。
bullshit? Yeah, he's in high school. Fucking, I'm gonna strangle him. Judging by this conversation, that guy is definitely Subaru's old man. It's hard to believe that this rugged dude ripped straight from the late 40s and the snarky intellectual are related. So this is about Subaru playing with toys? Is this why Subaru was hiding his identity by disguising himself as Mr. Pallades? Yeah.
なぜ俺が怒ってい
Do
る
you understand why I'm upset,
わかる
Subaru?
スバル。
Because you're a cunt.
わかるかと聞い
I'm
てい
asking
る。
you a question.
いまだに
Because I'm
Hobby
still
Robo で遊
playing
んでいる
with
から
hobby.
お前が俺に隠れ
Because
て
you went behind my back and
約束を
broke
破
your
っていたからだ。
promise to me.
お前は
You said it
自
yourself.
分で約
You
束したん
said
だ
you'd。throw away all your
もうロボットは
robots.
全部捨てると。俺の後を
You
継い
said
で
that
漁
you'd
師に
follow my
なると。
footsteps as a fisherman.
あの約束も
Was that promise a goddamn
嘘だ
lie
ったという
too?
ことが。
Huh?
は
そんなんじゃ
It wasn't.
だったらこれは何
Then
だ。
what the hell is this?
いつから俺に隠れて
How long have
遊
you
んで
been
きた。
hiding this from me?
2年前
2 years. Look at this. Looks at Subaru. This nerd? A fisherman? Really? At least it's just fucking hobby robots though. Like imagine if this was something like else. Like what if Subaru was gay? Like hello?
2年前。
2 years.
2年前だと。
2 goddamn years.
その間ずっと
You've been lying to your own
親
father
を
this
騙
whole
してき
damn
たというこ
time?
とが。
I mean, have you seen how you're fucking reacting? No shit.
ふざけるな。
How dare you? It all happened so fast, there was no time to stop him. Subaru's father grabbed M45 and threw it on the ground as hard as he could. The Robo 1 champion looks pretty still put together if you ask me. The machine that Subaru worked so hard to build. The crumbled remains of M45 sat still on the ground, its arm and legs bent every which way.
こんなものは。
This piece of shit. Subaru's father then tries to smash it one more time with his foot. Stop! Akiho desperately grabs onto his leg. Akiho,
そんなこと言わ
please, just stop. Oh, Akiho, you still can't read the room. Always acting reckless.
この子は
He might look like a
あなたに
toy
とっ
to
てはおもちゃか
you,
もしれないけど生きてるんです
but he's alive.
スバルの思
He's
いが
filled
込
with
め
all
ら
of
れて
Subaru's thoughts and feelings.
それをこんな
So please,
壊
don't
しちゃう
destroy
ようなこと
him.
しないで悲しすぎるから
It's
やめてくだ
just
さ
too
い
sad. Please.
この子を傷つける
Hurting
こ
him
と
means
スバル
hurting Subaru
傷つける
too.
のと同じことだと思う
Akiho, you just saw him punch the daylights out of Subaru. I don't think he cares. Akiho,
部長
press, please,
余計なことは
don't get involved.
しないでください。これは
This has nothing to do with you.
関係ないことですから。
スバル
Subaru,
うちに帰ってから
when you get home,
こ
you're
のこ
going
と
to
につい
explain
て
all
は
of this to me.
詳しく聞かせてもらうからな。すぐに帰ってこ
You'll
い。
come home immediately. He angrily swipes his leg out from Akiho's grasp and storms away from the airport.
ということな
I'll
の
be
で
heading home
帰り
now.
ます。
As for M45,
M45 は
dispose of it at your
適
convenience.
当に処分しておいてください。
処分って
How can you say that?
もういいんで
Please,
す。
that's enough.
もう
My dream has reached its
僕の
end.
夢は終わったんで。失礼します。
Excuse me. Subaru starts walking, his head still hanging low. He really intends on going home, just like that.
スバル
Subaru! After wiping away her tears with her wrist, Akiho calls out to him.
また
You'll come back to the
Robotics
robotics club, right? Right? Subaru doesn't turn around or answer her. He just leaves. I can only imagine what kind of conversation is about to happen when he gets home. Subaru will probably just accept everything his father tells him. He looked like he knew it was all over once he was caught.
ごめん
I'm so
守
sorry.
ってあげられ
I
なくて
couldn't protect you. Akiho sits down in front of M45. She gently caresses its damaged body with her fingers.
あの
Can we fix it?
このロボッ
Maybe?
ト直せたりしないのかな。
純ちゃんもロボに
Have you
愛
grown a
着
bit
感じるよ
attached
う
to the
になった
robot too, Jin-chan? Well,
その
I don't really
まだ
understand it completely yet.
よくはわからないけど、ただ私も
My dad once threw away a
小さい
stuffed
頃に
animal that I really treasured,
大切にし
and
ていたぬいぐるみをお父さんに買ってその時
I remember being really
とっ
sad
ても
about it.
悲しかったか
So
らそれと
I feel like
似たような感
maybe
じ
this is
なのかな
kind
って
of similar.
うんき
Yeah,
っとそう
I think so too.
きっと
Men stop being shitty, challenge impossible. I don't know.
ジュン覚え
Remember,
ていてね
Jin, Japanese people
日本
tend to
人
see
って
spirits in everyday
物にも
objects.
魂を宿らせちゃう人種なのロボットアニメが
I bet that's also
日本で
related
昔
to
から
why
人気
mecha
だったの
anime
ね
has been popular in
そ
Japan
の
for
辺
so
が関係
long.
してたりするんだ
そうなんだ
I see.
まあ確か
And
に
that's
そうい
definitely
う
a
傾向は
popular
強い
belief.
けど
But you shouldn't
だか
assume
らっ
that
て全
everyone
員が
feels
全
that
員そう
way.
だとは決めつけない方がいいよ スバル君が M45
We don't know
に
how
どれだけ
attached to
愛着を感
M45
じていたかは
Subaru
わ
really
からないでしょ。
was.
修理するのはそんなに大変じゃ
It'll
な
be
い
easy
さ。
to fix.
それこ
Just
そ
ask Doc
僕
for
に
help
頼
and
め
it'll
ばあっという
be
間だろうね。
as good as new in no time. The sign does say robot clinic after all. Unlike humans, hobby robots can be fixed. But
ロボは直せても
even if
スバル
M45 is
君はどう
fixable,
かな。
Subaru-kun may not be. Huh?
どうっ
What do you mean?
て？
心が折れちゃったら
When your spirit is
立
that
ち直る
broken,
のは大変
it
でし
can
ょ。
be really difficult to recover.
あ
No.
そっ
Right.
か。
Yeah. I know that all too well.
そうだね。それもよくわかる。
I bet Juna's thinking of her time in the karate club. For me, I never stopped playing games, even when after Misanne tore me to shreds endlessly when I was a kid. I glanced at Akiho. She was crouched down with her hand pressed against her chest.
アキちゃん、発作？
Maki-chan, are you having an attack? She doesn't answer.
あきほちゃん？
Akiho-chan?
なあ、大丈夫大丈夫。
Don't worry, she'll be fine. I help Akiho up by wrapping my arms around her shoulders. All the life has drained from her face. Her eyes are staring off into the distance. Her entire body is powerless. She's entirely at my mercy. I guess all this fuss took an emotional toll on her. No shit. I place her Fink toy into her hand, and she grabs onto it weakly.
純ちゃんさ、
Jin-chan,
Mazu,
just take a
shinkoku
deep
shite
breath and
ochitsukou ka.
calm down. Okay. Gina does what she's told and takes 2 deep breaths.
とりあえず30分もすればアキちゃん
Anyway,
は元通りに
Lucky-chan
な
will
る
be
と思う
back
か
to
ら
normal
さ。
in about 30
悪いんだけ
minutes.
ど、今から
So
ジュー
could
ス買
you
ってきて
do
く
us a
れない？
solid and go buy us some drinks?
金は後で払うよ。
I'll pay you
スコ
back
ールと
later.
フルーツサ
Just
ワー
grab
メ
a
ロン。
skull and a
スコー
fruit
ルはペ
sour
ットボトル
melon.
ね。
Make sure the skull comes in a bottle.
わかった。
Okay. Despite being on the verge of tears, Gina runs off to buy some drinks for us. Time to call Akiho's house and have her parents pick her up. I look down at M45, which is lying still on the ground. I guess I'll store it in the hangar after I send Akiho home. Subaru told us to toss it, but there's no way I can just throw it away like that. I guess going to the Robo 1 World Championships isn't happening anymore. With those thoughts running through my mind, I watch as the sun sets and the sky slowly turns purple. Well, that's a time. Let's see though. Let's start here. Not me trying to type on the laptop. I've done this before, where I try to type on the laptop because it's the keyboard that's right in front of me. Fortunately nothing came out of that, so, let's see though. Okay, we've done about 2 hours of what would be considered at least 2 hours of like the autoplays thing, roughly. And there's less than 2 hours after that. I think we'll just call it here. Because, well, it's like, I see, it's like, that's not that much, and I'm tempted to keep going. I don't feel like doing a 6-hour stream. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right? And tomorrow's only 3 minutes away. Yeah. Got shit to do tomorrow. I need to rest up too. Tomorrow's gonna be a day TM, which is why I'm not streaming tomorrow. If any of you here have somehow missed that information. I think I'm gonna raid Ritsu VR this time, but let me get this all set up. What? I'm actually looking at the laptop. Wow. Let's go ahead and do a cute little save. So I guess next week we should definitely finish Phase 3, which will be interesting. Because after Phase 3, everything that we do, including the twips and stuff, is gonna fucking matter. I'm not ready for things to actually matter with my actions, man. But, that's not exactly the kind of note I was hoping to end on. We were having such a fun time with the googly eyes and the cat ears, and everything was fun, and... we love ending on the note of abuse. Everyone's favorite note, right? Come here, iPad, I need you. Bloop. Bloop. Yay. I don't know, do you guys have any thoughts while I do what I gotta do here? As I close the laptop. God, you want to beat up Subaru's dad? Honestly, me too, buddy. Me too. Let's gang up on him. I just... ugh. I mean, there's a small chance that the conversation with his dad will actually go well. Like, it could be mostly the fact that, like, Subaru kept it from him. That's the main thing that's bothering him. One can hope, but unlikely. We'll just have to see what happens, though. Tired. I'll try to have next week's stream schedule up tomorrow. No promises though. Definitely by Tuesday, because I don't want to say Monday and then be a liar. But yeah. Since I plan to start Donathon the week of the 25th, I should have further details out soon. TM. Just gotta work out some kinks with the planning and deciding if I'm 100% sure about starting on Monday for a stream. That's something I'm not 100% decided on. We'll see though. Planning in progress, I promise. But if you want to catch me since I'm not streaming tomorrow, say stuff in the Discord. I like to try to keep it somewhat active, even if it's just, no thoughts at empty. Even if it's just, bunnies. We do a lot of emote chains and usually just bunnies. The news. Speaking of, I'm gonna send one in the Discord general now because I can. The new. Blah 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 blah. I'm fine. This is normal. I don't think I have any further thoughts to really provide. I think you guys get the gist. Bunny time is all the time, so true. I do appreciate you guys joining me as always. And I'll catch you next time, be it not tomorrow or next week. Finger guns. Yeah, okay. Bye bye everyone.